Good evening and welcome, PLW Nation. We are entering week number 9, and we have a good one brewing for you tonight. We have the Lightning Wiffle Club versus the Bombers. I want to talk about the Lightning real quick. They took 2 of 3 against the ones who were in first place in the standings here in PLW. Big series win there. Immediately following that series, they let go of Devlin Daniel, picking up in a 3-team trade Anthony Michael from the Cajuns, and off the waiver wire, Kyle Baker. That is good news for Bruce Uson, who's been carrying the load for the team offensively, and there's no other player more than Jake Purdy that would love to see some run production behind him, as he is the ace. On the other side, the Bombers sitting at 13-11, and I don't think they're liking that record all too much. Last week, they dropped 2 of 3 to the Vaders, the only win coming from Alex Fernandez, gem on the mound, holding the Vaders to very minimal runs. They're going to have to take this series to prove to PLW Nation that they belong at the top. I want to welcome all our viewers right now to Hideaway Field in beautiful Las Vegas. I'm Trent Pacone, hanging out with my main man, Tom Gannon. How you feeling, man?
I'm feeling great. This is going to be a fantastic series. We got beautiful weather here, starting to warm up. And, this is going to be a dogfight.
What do you think about the Lightning? There's a whole new squad picking up Anthony Michael.
I like the moves.
Yeah.
I think Anthony Michael is the type of player that the Lightning need, and he was sort of underutilized on the Cajuns. So I'm sure he'll be happy to be in the lineup every game, probably near the top of the lineup if he ever gets hot, which I expect to see. I think once he finds a rhythm, he's going to hit the ball well.
Let's talk about Kyle Baker. He was just on the waiver wire, dropped by the Night Owls, wasn't gelling too well in that ball club. Chad Phillips finally picks him up. I like what he's doing. He's a lefty. They need a lefty in the lineup. He's a slap hitter. He's got a sneaky little bit of power. I like where he's at now.
Yeah, he can go opposite field. I think he had a 5-hit night the first time he was out here, and then got dropped by the Night Owls and been waiting for a team to pick him up. So I'm sure he's happy to be back on a roster here, especially without the minor leagues running right now.
Yeah, I was talking about Jake Purdy. He's their ace for the Lightning. He needs that run support, and I think adding Anthony Michael and also Kyle Baker, it's going to give him a little bit more confidence on the mound as well.
Absolutely. And
then let's go to the Bombers. Let's check out this Lightning lineup right now. Why don't you run through that?
Leading off, we've got Kyle Lohman, DH, batting second, Bruce Uson. Batting third, the rookie Cody Runnalls from second base. I saw him hitting BP today. He may be hitting lefty a little bit more this series. Then we've got Jake Purdy in the cleanup spot, the starting pitcher. Anthony Michael, who we talked about they acquired in that trade, batting fifth. And Kyle Baker, the free agent pickup, batting sixth. Those guys getting right into the lineup. Love to see that.
Yeah, and honestly, Chad Phillips had a decent outing last time that he was on the mound against the one. His shoulder's kind of feeling a little bit better. We'll talk more about him as he's going to have a game to start, I believe. But right now on the mound for the Bombers, it looks like Alex Fernandez.
And more importantly, on the field for the Bombers, Justin Grenier.
Yeah, Grenier, just an all-star type caliber player. Remember him first coming out, doing just hitting opposite fields, hits left and right. Let's see if he could put it together against Jake Purdy and the squad from the Lightning.
They've been saying they're going to get his playoff eligibility. He's got to play in 20 games. So good to see him out here. The more he shows up, the better this Bombers team is, and the better their chances are in the postseason.
Take a look at that infield. Some of our guys, GK and Kyle, they're our stream team guys.
You can even see it on the stream. It looks like they just cut the grass here, even though we have artificial turf.
I believe you
posted a video of whatever you call that machine. GK was
I'm gonna. I didn't post it quite yet.
I know you took it. So
I definitely took it.
You guys, if you follow us on social media, you'll be able to see exactly what it is we're talking about.
The Lightning are 7-17 going against this 13-11 ball club of the Bombers. The Lightning need this series win to kind of showcase, hey, we made the right moves. I think we could get out of the cellar of the standings here in PLW.
Absolutely. Lightning definitely seem like they could be a streaky team if they could get on a hot streak.
And it looks like we're ready to go. Alex Fernandez against fan favorite Kyle Lohman, who had a grand slam. against the ones last week.
Game-winning grand slam, I believe.
And here we go. Also, one of the top guys in walks. This guy is a walk machine.
Led the league in walks, I believe, in the fall season.
Gonna take an inside curveball. It's gonna make the count 1-2.
Just a little bit too fast.
Yeah, a little hot right there.
Great take there, 59 on the outside half. Maybe got fooled a little bit, thought that wasn't even going to be a strike. Well, I guess it wasn't a strike.
2-2 count. And immediately shows up with a triple. He was really crushing the ball in BP. Good start for Kyle Lohman as he's going to run to third base. And that immediately puts a runner in scoring position with Bruce the Juice Uson up to bat.
That leadoff triple is huge. Gives Bruce the chance to get a run across with just a single here.
Normally they have Max on the mound for game one. Kind of switch it up with Alex here.
And if they can score some runs early, I mean, I feel like runs have been hard to come by off Alex all season. So if they could put something up and give Purdy a run before he even goes out there to pitch, I mean, that definitely can add to his confidence.
2-1 ball coming in, barely misses inside. It's going to be a 3-1 count. Bruce definitely has the green light to hit, but it's going to have to be something deadpan. And that's going to be an early walk by Alex Fernandez. And why is that so huge, Tom Gannon?
Here in Premier League Wiffle, you get 2 walks. After you walk your second batter, you are ineligible to pitch for the rest of the game. So if they can get a second walk on Alex, that just means he can't use more than 1 inning this game. And you've got 9 innings to work with in a series.
Cody Runnalls, the switch hitter.
Runnalls batting from the left side. Was batting lefty a lot in BP. It seemed like the ball was carrying a little bit more right field than it was to left. Here you see him batting from the left side in the game as well.
Good pitch by AF right there. Outside pan, 1-2 count. A little low. It's going to even up the count, 2-2. 270 viewers already. We're not even out of the top of the first inning as AF goes to a full count, and this is a real big pitch.
I think he's going to come with a strike here. Expect a ball in play.
Right back. They're going to try to turn 2. Let's see if...
Looks like they're going to hold it.
They definitely hold it.
The run does not score. Even if they had turned the double play, the runner goes on the throw. So 2 outs. They would get the 2 outs, but they would concede the run. Now they've still got a double play situation again. This time they might try to turn it to get out of the inning.
Big piece by Jake Purdy right there. And look at that. Alonso Valencia is in Colombia, tuning in right now. Plays for the Vaders, third base utility player. Love seeing him tuning in.
Ground
this
ball
should do
short.
it. Let's see if Trevor can make a good...
And they're going to hold it again. Interesting.
One more time they hold it. And this is
chances to get that out, but I guess they don't want that runner from third scoring. They've got a lot of confidence in Alex being able to get these outs. But if Anthony Michael gets a hold of one here, then they're going to be second-guessing themselves because I think they had a good chance to make both of those double plays. They had plenty of time.
Let's see, Anthony Michael making his debut for the Lightning Wiffle Ball Club, and he goes left side. This is a topper, and it turns out to be a great play not to make those double plays in case there was an error, and he gets out of that inning, no feathers ruffled in that one.
A leadoff triple, and the Lightning are unable to score, and they've had a lot of frustrating innings like that where they have base runners on early, and they just can't seem to get them across, so this could be just a little bit more of the same for the Lightning.
You hit a triple to lead off, no outs. They don't throw it twice for double plays, and you still can't convert. Let's go over that lineup for the Bombers, Tom.
Bombers leading off. You just saw him pitching. Alex Fernandez, the manager of the Bombers. Batting second, his brother Mateo Fernandez in left field. The 3-hitter Trevor Bauer playing second base. In the cleanup spot, Max Fernandez playing third base. The shortstop, Justin Grenier, batting 5th, and Jake Shirley, the center fielder, batting 6th.
And we see Jake Purdy just warming up on the mound. He has the fastest delivery in PLW. And look at Big Al wearing his duds right there. He's got a very big Bruce Uson shoulder wingspan. Look at that man. He's holding out for a better contract, I heard. I guess he had some back issues going on, and as you get older,
it looks like he's over on the Lightning bench. He's joining the Lightning.
Wait a minute, this could be a tell, or is he doing a little? Is he mic'd up over there trying to get some intel, maybe for his bomber squad?
That makes a lot. That's the type of thing Big Al would do, I think.
He might have a little mini camera on those glasses. Those aren't even real glasses. Those are just those clear ones. And here we go. Purdy versus Alex Fernandez. Are you reading that? Good pitch, but better eyes from AF.
The TikTok phone got locked somehow.
And that's how you want to start the game. Oh, no. Is he going to have time to make it? Wow, an error by Jake Purdy. It looks like he might have kind of tripped over the bump right there, but not the way you want to start the game as the wiffle ball gods wake up early here at Hideaway Field as Mateo.
That pitch not a strike because it hit the foam.
300 viewers. I always noticed that Purdy could get in trouble with a batter early, even maybe walk somebody, and then go the distance the rest of the way.
Yeah, I think a lot of pitchers in this league do that. They walk someone in the first or second inning and then kind of snap out of it and make sure they don't walk anybody again. I've done that myself. I've seen you do it as well.
Yeah.
Complete game with a first inning walk.
You kind of just get locked in a little bit more.
Yeah, you almost, obviously you don't want to walk anybody, but you almost want to get that walk out of the way early to put that pressure on yourself,
Yeah.
if that makes sense.
That's going to load the count up 3-2. Definitely don't want to walk here. Good pitch by Purdy, 51-mile-an-hour slurve. Catches that outside pan. He's going to go down reverse K right there, Gannon.
Dirty Purdy with another victim. Let's see what he does to Trevor Bauer. Bauer known as a free swinger. But sometimes guys like that will kind of bait you into walking them.
I wonder if the Dragon Lady can confirm that.
Drops that one in there 49 miles per hour.
Do you think the Dragon Lady does his hair?
She must. Yeah.
In between hot cocos?
Yeah, or during. Yeah. I'm pretty sure she's got one of those helmets. The hot cocoa helmets.
And Trevor Bauer's going to make this 2-0 Bombers. And that's what he does. And watch out for the Dragon Lady, as she's probably going to crack a hot cocoa off of that one.
Trevor Bomber.
Man. Power Bauer. He's so good.
No Bauer outage whatsoever. He's like the opposite of baseball Trevor Bauer.
Yeah, there'd be no way she could make those rows so in line. The amount of hot cocoa she has.
I think it may make her better.
Here's Max Fernandez. Dude dropped 5 home runs, or 4 or 5 home runs, was player of the week 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, player of the week. I believe it was in a series they lost.
And Max goes back to back off Purdy.
Hits the back of a chair. Too bad no one's sitting there.
And it's 3-0 real quick. Not a good start for the Lightning Wiffle Club. Yeah, no Hollis, no bomb. Wow.
That brings up Justin Grenier.
Let's see what Justin could do right here. He's known to go opposite field. The dude's like a batting coach or something like that. But he's going to ground to Chad. Chad stays upright, throws it to the backstop in time for out number 2. And remember, Tom, the wiffle ball gods immediately woke up after that error from Purdy, and they capitalized 3-0 here. this is going to be advantage Purdy right here. Jake versus Jake.
Yeah, I've got Purdy in the battle of the Jakes, but I believe Shirley got a hit in his last appearance.
Who's that? Oh, what a play by O'Brien. Chad's going to have to make the throw.
Dennis O'Brien laying it out. I wonder if the surface is a little bit softer to dive on now, or if it's just as hard as before.
It looks softer, but I don't know if it's going to be. We're going to go into the top of the second. And the top of the second is brought to you by Leilani Acuna, the official realtor of PLW. Whether you're buying or selling a home, you now have a realtor trusted by PLW players and family. You can connect with Leilani on Instagram. Look at that smile. Look at that Instagram. Look at that second time Trevor has almost eliminated my face with a bad throw up into the booth. Man, I attract wiffle balls or something. I don't know what it is. Anyhow, reach out to Leilani. Purchase a home, sell a home, do something with a home.
Do something with a home.
Yeah, I know E.T. used her.
Really?
Yeah, he phoned home. And here we go. Kyle Baker is making his debut for the Lightning Wiffle Ball Club the Wiffle Club as well. Lefty out of Chinook, Michigan.
I believe Tim Riley in his first career at bat with the Lightning hit a triple after being picked up off waivers. So let's see if Baker can do the same. I think this is probably a good matchup for Baker facing Alex with that big kind of hanging outside curveball, although he grounds that one to short. Max off the strike zone. Gets him.
Here's Kyle Lohman, first at bat, hit a triple off the container. Look at Max's left hand in between batters. Maybe we could see what's going on there.
Looks like it's taped up, got some sort of injury.
That doesn't look like it's, that looks like he did it himself. That doesn't look like he went anywhere and got that done.
Oh, yeah.
That is some garage medical attention right there. And Lohman goes. DiMatteo saves a home run. Another triple for Lohman.
Second triple of the season.
Wow, 2 triples
of the game,
in a row. You see Glenn Meadows right there. He plays for the Vipers. Good piece of hitting by Lohman. They have to convert right here.
They can't leave him on third again, Trench.
No, that'd be a
and you got to wonder if Bruce, he walked last time, he's going to be a little more aggressive this time, because last time they weren't able to get him in the bottom of the lineup.
I was talking to Bruce earlier in the week. He has been handling the load, and he feels like he's been going after hits more because there's nobody behind him to help him out other than really Cody Runnalls. So I think he's a little happier.
Too aggressive, but looks like he's going to go down swinging there. Bruce is going to be happy to have a longer bat this weekend, and we're going to a tournament in California. He's going to have a little bit extra length. Turn some of those chases into home runs. Runnalls now already back to the right side. Only took him one at bat. A little bit of wind coming from right to left here.
Alex in trouble again. Already has a walk. 3-1 count. You can see those tier 2 wins whipping up. Good pitch. Lawnell right there.
The wind's not quite enough to take that one out.
And that's going to be out number 3. And again, the Lightning stranding. Kyle, all that work you put in BP, you get to third base, 2 triples in a row. Donuts.
It's frustrating. Yeah, it's tough. But what are you going to do? Just got to do your job. Keep hitting triples, and eventually they'll get you across.
Yeah, it's not every day that you hit back-to-back triples. I don't know if you think that's ever been done.
I wonder if anyone's hit back-to-back triples and not scored either time.
No way.
That would be a good advanced PLW stat.
Wow. I don't know if anybody's ever hit back.
I kind of hope he does it again. Breaks the record for most triples in a row without scoring.
He definitely doesn't want that to happen, and he is getting lonely out there. And maybe he's just a guy that can't round third base.
Yeah, maybe he's got to be just going for it. Go for the inside the park home run instead on that.
I mean, he did one time. He did marry J-Lo, Jennifer Lohman. She'll be here soon. She was up in the booth few weeks ago. I love Kyle, man. He is so into PLW and any types of sports. Love it. Here's Alex Fernandez.
He's on the bench over there trying to talk about how can you guys get me across? Try bunting.
Chad would have bunted.
A sacrifice fly.
Anything.
I got Kyle going on a deep fly ball if he hits another triple. Ground ball, third base. Dennis O'Brien picks it up, throws it onto the backstop in time. So now we got one out, no one on. Mateo Fernandez at the dish. Fouls that one back.
Good screwball. Cody's going to grab it, make the play, center panel, 3.83 seconds. That's going to be out. Number 2. And here's Trevor Bauer. The last time he was at bat, 2-run poke, left center.
I don't think poke is the right word.
What is it?
I think
A lot of spin on that. But should be an easy third out. And it is for the Lightning.
Purdy doing that little in-the-zone walk back to the dugout. You see that?
And here we go, top of the third inning. Lightning started each inning off, pretty well, but couldn't get any runners across. Let's see if they could produce right now.
Looks like we got some PLW presidential candidates. GK Trench 2024. How is that not
That's got to be legit.
I feel like Dodos and Sparkles is like the third-party candidate here.
Dodos would be a good one. Dodos and Seamus.
Not Dodos and Sparkles. That's the poll.
Look at that. Look at that view. Some clouds.
Who's playing tomorrow? The Warbirds? Is that them flying in?
Big series for the Warbirds. I might run for president, honestly. I mean, I'll have most...
You're old enough, right?
Yeah, I'm good. I mean, I at least have all the wiffle ball players across the nation.
That's not a lot. Hate to break it to you. But all the wiffle fans, too.
Yeah.
That's even fewer. I think you might somehow lose votes.
Just want to be on the ticket.
You going to run for vice president?
Some people said I should start in town, like as an assembly person or whatever, but I don't know. I think I could just go straight to the top as Purdy lines out to Mateo.
Right at Mateo, too. Well hit ball, but if the fielder doesn't have to move, you're usually going to be out.
I think the Dragon Lady and the PLW Realtor, just based off what I know from the Dragon Lady, she might make happy hour all day long. And that alone, I think, would be enough votes to give her the presidency. And Anthony Michael shows why he was brought to the Lightning, opposite field, home run, and he's got to be loving that, Tom.
I think when he gets back to the dugout, he's going to say, Kyle, hit the ball a couple feet further. We'd have 3 runs.
Love that big smile from the man with 2 first names, Anthony Michael.
I like to call him Tony Mike.
Man, what a pickup right there.
Nice opposite field stroke. Love to see that from him. Usually would defend him as a dead pull hitter, but really
and Kyle Baker goes the opposite side, and then he caroms off Mateo.
Get the wall.
Immediately, both the pickups for the Lightning producing, one with a home run and one with a double, and that's got to feel good for Kyle Baker that just for a couple weeks was sitting at home watching PLW.
And that's got to feel good for Kyle Lohman, who's got someone on base for him.
If he does what he does, that's going to score a run and put him on third.
Kyle's got a big dent in his bat. You see that?
Too hot right there by AF. Count's going to be 2-1. Good hit by Kyle, but right to Justin. Makes a play right there. It's going to be out number 2. And here's the juice with a runner in scoring position.
Clean base hit, scores him from second. That's a big run. Could cut the lead in half.
Over 300 viewers right now.
Right back to Fernandez. Easy throw to the backstop. That's going to end the inning. But Tony Mike with the opposite field jack to put the Lightning on the board.
I mean, that's why they picked him up. A lot of power from that guy. Has good energy in the dugout. I'm liking what I'm seeing already from the acquisitions for the Lightning.
I think Tony Mike might be exactly what this Lightning ball club needed. And Daniel Devlin, he just wasn't really throwing strikes down the stretch.
Yeah, and, we've talked about it in the past that sometimes you just don't gel well with a certain ball club. He's over on the Cajuns now. Let's see how he does over there.
Very excited to see how he does on the Cajuns. It's funny how oftentimes a trade is made and both players get better because I think they're just in a better situation, happier to, whether it be getting more playing time or just having the role they're looking for.
Sometimes when a trade is made, the whole ball club gets better. What a play.
Wow. He almost makes the play on the second effort, but unable to reach out and look at that. Oh, he almost got it after the tip, and you see he's visibly upset there. That brings up Grenier.
No outs, runner on second. And that might go, and it is. And the
see you later.
Bombers, Justin Grenier drops one out there, and the Bombers doing exactly that, and you could hear the sirens going off.
Justin Grenier, were you waiting for that one, or did you just come out that right now?
That was off the cuff right there.
I think you wrote that one down 2 weeks ago, and you finally got to use it because he hit a home run.
I just made that up. I like it. Bombers looking very stealthy as those bomb bay doors are opening up, releasing hellfire all over the Lightning.
I thought it was Hot Fury.
I use both sometimes.
At the same time?
Every so often I switch it up.
It's like a shampoo and conditioner. You can have a 2-in-1.
Good strikeout by Jake Purdy right there as AF's going to be up to bat right now as we eclipse 330 viewers. And look at GK and Trench. They're tied up with the Dragon Lady and PLW. Why not have all four of us run together?
I don't think that's allowed. Right now we got a two-party race, and then we got a few third-party candidates. But it looks like so GK and Trench, are you guys Democrat or Republican? That would leave Dragon Lady and PLW Realtor on the other side.
I'm the Green Party, and I think we'll bring in the Colonel, GK's dog, as the first. Was it the first dog?
First mate.
First mate dog.
No, wait, that's a sailing thing, I think.
I think we got it, man. I really do. I'm going to talk to GK about.
You guys already have 47 votes.
That's more than probably 99.9% of all people that have ever done anything.
Yeah. When you consider anyone that's done anything, they don't have as many votes as you.
Good hit by AF right there as the Bombers are starting to accumulate some hits off. And Chad goes to the ground.
No.
He has to make that play. Is it clean or is it dirty?
A little bit of a plie there by Chad. Kind of. It's like in Little League when you try to backhand it and your coach tells you to get in front of it. And, he just lets that one go right off him into center field. That's tough.
Probably still not recovering very well after finding out that him being the commissioner was just a joke. And there's those pink faded out socks. A lot of spin.
Wow, that one completely broke Tim Riley's ankles.
Man.
And the wiffle ball gods will not be denied. Chad Phillips trying to field the ball cleanly rather than get in front of it. You always get burned when you do that.
Usually crossovers are a basketball sport, but Riley just was on skates out there. Trevor Bauer goes crossover and goes to the wall for a double.
That ball was. I wish it came off the bat of Hollis so I could say it was a Euro step.
The Bombers again up 7-1, and that's gonna.
He looks up at the screen. It says 55, and his heart drops.
He thought that was hot. It all started with the Jake Purdy drop, first inning, first batter. That's how it works.
That's how it all started.
But we're going to go into the top of the fourth. A lot of outs to work with still. They got to chip away, get 2 or 3 right here, hold them. Again, 1 or 2, then add some fireworks there at the top of the 6th inning, see if they could close in and maybe cap off a comeback. And GK needs 30 seconds, as it looks like we're having some technical difficulties. Jameson, go over to GK over there, center field. Did you see how fast he went from the dungeon to the camera out there?
No, I didn't see how fast. That's how fast it was.
Look at that. He goes from the dungeon. That's 113 feet, and he covered that in probably about 4 seconds.
It looks like the twin of GK must have the night off. Usually it just seems like another GK appears out there. So he must be giving evil twin GK the night off, and there's just one of them tonight.
He does everything, man.
Except hit.
Sidekick, what's going on? And look at that. We take it by a nose. GK and Trench are going to run 2024.
Congratulations, Trench.
Thanks, man. We're gonna have to come up with a slogan. As Runnalls hits the ball hard left center, and that's how they needed to start this inning to get anything going.
Another one of those slaps by Mateo, but this time he doesn't redirect it into the rest of the fence. He hits it a little bit more toward the infield. Holds him to just a single.
Back-to-back. Oh, and that's going to be a triple and score a run.
Almost makes a terrific play, but the
That's
wiffle ball spins off his hand. We've seen it many times.
That's the 3rd triple this game already. Wow. And here's Anthony Michael. His last time he touched a bat, it went opposite field for a solo home run.
Wearing the Bobo Borzamati shirt, as his Lightning jersey has not come in yet.
You know, if me and GK are going to run, I'd like to appoint Dragon Lady as the head of the FDA.
I think that's a smart pick. You'll have to pick a whole cabinet if you win.
Yeah, I mean, I think I got some people in mind. Bruce, he could be like our what is that, Surgeon General? Should be an easy play for Max right there.
Yeah, we need someone that's into politics to make an entire PLW administration.
I might write one up, who I think. Kyle Baker, last time, got a double. Runner on third. Jake Purdy sitting on third. 1 out. This is a tag-up situation.
And you see the defense playing Baker like he's a right-handed hitter. Scouting report on him is that he goes opposite field quite often. And it looks like just about every team has picked up on that. And Alex throws that pitch. Dan falls away from him.
350 viewers. You know what it is, though, Tom? I don't want people that are associated with politics, because that's exactly what's been going wrong for the last few hundred years.
Yeah, we want
regular
wiffle players.
I want regular people to do things for the community, not some politicians that keep messing around. There's Kyle Lohman. Already 2 triples on the day. Takes a monster hack right there.
Might have threw his back out with that swing.
See, that's what I'm talking about. He's going to have to go down. Double Nichols outside pan.
Floats that one in there right at 55. Pretty amazing.
And the Bombers, after giving up 1 right there, are going to come back and try to tack on a few more and maybe ice this game for the Lightning.
Yeah, I think if the Bombers answer back and score a couple of runs here, it looks like Dave Seifert coming in to pitch for the Lightning. I believe this is going to be his first appearance for the Lightning. I don't think he's been in the lineup yet either. Dave Seifert.
There's Kirby Buckets getting a little action there on a Monday night. And Dave Seifert, he was acquired last week as well. He's a little bit of a utility player. Does have some pitching experience, can throw strikes, occasionally strike people out, and has good defense.
Got a screwball, slider, fastball combination. Kind of sticks to the basics, but as long as you throw strikes, you can be effective in this league if you've got a good defense behind you. And that remains the question for the Lightning.
I mean, there's no doubt that Kirby Buckets is going to be part of my infrastructure team Want him to make sure that all the roads are good enough for the vehicles out there.
Can we get some of these balls cleaned up?
Ooh, Taylor flexing on the crew right now, saying, listen, I like my field clean. I don't like any stubble on my grass. Let's get these balls picked up.
He actually came to the field early, took a pair of scissors, and made sure all of the little pieces of turf were the same length.
That's serious.
That's dedication.
Commitment.
Yeah.
Jake Shirley hasn't seen a curveball like that in a minute. Can only look at that one. Goes down 0-2. And the reason why it's 0-2 is we start with one strike here in the PLW. Yes, heroic, exactly. I'm going to come up with that tonight. And I'm telling you, we could change the world. The wiffle ball community that changed the world. Why not us? One-two count here in the bottom of the fourth. The Bombers all over the Lightning right now, as he's going to freeze him with a 51-mile-an-hour curveball.
See you later. Inside half. Look at this. He does the little shrug. Brings his hands up. Oh. He was just trying to get out of the way of that.
Lionel Simmons up to bat right now. He was acquired in the draft. Good defender. Takes this game very serious. Is it going to go?
And Lionel Simmons. I believe that's his first career PLW home run.
Wow.
And that might be the nail in the coffin for the Bombers if they weren't already in there. Lionel Simmons looks like he's doing the Night Owls celebration round in third right there. And he is excited. Bombers are fired up, and they're going to be able to carry that momentum right into game 2, I think.
Dave Seifert took one on the chin right there. He's going to have to back it up.
And Seifert, he'll just go right back to it. He's just trying to fill up that strike zone. You can't hit a home run every time.
Right
Gets him
side.
with a screwball.
Alex
That's gonna stay fair.
with his eyes closed smacks that one. Pro, what's going on, man?
I'm going to be playing with Prohl this weekend.
Are you?
Him, Bruce, and I, and hopefully Trevor Bauer.
Yeah, get Trevor out there. Ooh.
Should be a good team.
Seifert's got to be careful with a pitch like that. Mateo will turn on it, and it will put it over the container. Seifert did your little clap. The little defensive clap right there.
I thought that was exclusively for fly balls. I've never seen it done on a ground ball.
That's a ball.
Looks like Seifert was running over there, thought it might have hit the hands or the bat, but that was above the hands. So it will be a ball, no hit by pitch in wiffle ball, unless it hits you in the face at over 65 miles per hour.
Long fly ball. Tim Riley, you better not overrun that. Wow, Runnalls almost got in the way right there. That was all Tim Riley's ball, but
A lot of balls in the triangle have been dropped by the Lightning this season, so very happy to see 2 guys going for it rather than 0.
you know, Glenn Meadows dropped an enormous number on the Lightning at plus 2.5. He is not liking what the shakedown is here against the Bombers right now. I want to welcome PLW Nation. It's a Monday night. We got Lightning versus Bombers. I'm Trent Bacone hanging out with Tom Gannon. He plays for the Sand Vipers, as you know. He is an ace. And you haven't lost yet on the year either.
I don't believe so.
Are you ever going to lose?
I hope not.
I don't think you are, man. You're too good.
Yeah, well, we shall see. And it looks like the Bombers are going to go to a pitching change as well. Justin Grenier coming into the game. And I'm not sure if I like this. The Bombers have a very deep pitching rotation, and they're up by 6, but things can shift very quickly out here. And you don't want to let the other team get back into the game.
Yeah, I think he's going to be on a short leash, but from what I've seen in the past, it looks like Justin can throw. So we're going to see
That's
right
true.
here.
I believe his last appearance, he was fairly impressive. And I believe he also works with Max Fernandez, and they are in the batting cages sometimes just messing with the wiffle ball. So perhaps he's a better pitcher than I give him credit for.
Yeah, you just need your opportunity to come into a game, and this is one of them. And who knows, he might be lights out. And if you're the manager of the Bombers, if you see a matchup that you like, you can insert him in the game at any point.
Absolutely.
Yeah, sidekick, no doubt, man. They are a sixth inning team. But right now, they got to really close that gap as Bruce took a man hack right there at 51. Harley. That's going to put him down. The one thing about the Lightning, Tom, is if there's not enough charge in the atmosphere, they really don't get much going. They're a team of energy.
Yeah, they need a magnetic field in order to win a series.
It's just not there right now. They have to get something going into game number 2. Twitchy Twitch, thank you so much for the shout-out, saying that this production is professional AF, as it is. And, of course, if you're over on TikTok, you don't get to see the professionalism of our production because you only get one camera angle, as Alex Fernandez will make an easy play over on the third base that you guys can't even see on TikTok because you don't have the correct camera angles. Come on over to twitch.tv/Premier Wiffle. Come hang out with us over on Twitch.
Jake Purdy trying to get something going. He's been in a bit of a slump as of late. Seems like he's hitting the ball hard, but when he does, it's going right at somebody. He hit a laser right at Mateo a couple innings ago. Bernier's got that same sort of Couts pitch that really more like that pitch Alex was featuring earlier as he lines one again. Hard hit ball, 79 miles per hour, directly at the shortstop Max Fernandez, and he's out of there.
You know what I'm seeing out of Justin? It looks like he's a combination of Couts and Petrakis.
That's a pretty good combination.
Right? Like he looks like he has that little that throw of those two, and if he could dial that in.
Yeah, Alex was throwing it earlier in the game before making the change, and Petrakis as well has been going to that sort of submarine screwball type pitch.
And, you know, prior to the broadcast, I was real big on Chad Phillips assembling such a team. It made him look so powerful, like this lightning god type of person, but it doesn't look like it's working out too well for him. There he is. GK in the Coco early.
I believe that was made by teammate of Chad, Tim Riley.
Yeah, let me put this
he's been having a little bit of fun with the Photoshop recently.
Man, he is swole. Sheesh.
Man, you can see the lines on the field with this with that gadget GK brought out.
Yeah, he really knows how to fluff the grass, doesn't he?
He does. It's pretty beautiful. I didn't even know we could get those lines in the turf.
I wonder if Trevor Bauer could use that machine if his rows get out of hand. He could just kind of fluff them up a little bit or something.
I think that might pull his hair out, Trench.
Oh, man. Goes low for that one.
Spinning blades is not something you want near your hair.
This is too sparkles. Double time.
101 miles per hour exit velocity off the bat. Let's see that one more time on replay. 101 miles per hour.
I don't think I've ever done anything in my life that has been 101 miles per hour. I don't even think I could. Do you think I could have an exit velo of 100?
If you were in a car going 60, yeah.
I don't know if I could do that.
What a play.
Michael sliding. Tom Cruise-like.
Does a good job of avoiding the base runner. As you see, Trevor Bauer has a little moment of panic on second. He's not sure where to go. But Tony Mike makes the play, and there's no question there was not interference as he made the out. But had he dropped that ball, maybe there's a bit of a discussion by the umpires.
Good pitch by Chad Sparkle Phillips. Hitting double nickels right there to bring the count to 1-2.
Chad did say he's back. I'm not sure where from.
His back or he's back?
Oh, that's a good point. He's back. I'm not sure where he went or where he's back from, but
Doesn't want to lay a cookie right here. Otherwise, it's going to be a 10-2 game.
look at this. If you go back and watch old Bomber series, Grenier's got a smile on his face. We got scowl, angry Grenier on the Bombers tonight, and I think he's going to go off. Angry Justin is going to be perhaps the next league meme.
Jake Shirley. Oh, man. That's a rookie going off Chad Sparkle Phillips.
Another first career PLW home run, I believe. Jake Shirley getting in on the action.
Chad can't believe that just happened.
And it looks like Chad's coming right out of the game. They're going to go to Dennis O'Brien. And it looks like the Lightning are going to need another fielder. Looks like Kyle Baker is going to be playing third base with third baseman Dennis O'Brien coming into the game. We've got to have another.
I thought Kirby Bucket was going to play third right there.
Looks like Kirby is. Kirby's going to back in. Nice little 3-point turn from Kirby.
Yeah, Chad was only back for not too long, I guess.
Yeah, and it looks like he's not back anymore. He's fourth.
There he is. Oh man.
Puts a charge of electricity in this Bombers offense.
Yeah, he charged
As
up
if
the
they
wrong
needed
team.
10-2.
This Lightning club is
And
really
just a pair of runs could end this game. One mercy shortened game.
really struggling out there. And they have some good players. Yuson, Purdy, Anthony,
Yeah, just
Runnalls,
they
Loman.
haven't seemed to been able to put it together. It seems like one or two guys are hot every night. They've never had 3 or 4, although, last week they did win a series against the Ones, so maybe I should walk that back a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, Lightning does strike every once in a while, and it happened to strike the Ones, but they need to put together a culmination of series after series to give these teams a run for their money. And if you're not going to win game number 1 with Purdy on the mound, it really becomes more difficult.
Oh, and he lets that one go.
Watch out for airmail. Good throw by Anthony Michael, but
Just over the 5-second limit, and I think O'Brien kind of let that one go through. Look at this here. Seems like he pulled his hands away. He should have really got on top of that.
Dodos hates that. He says, listen, I'm going to make the play. I'm going to trust in myself. And that's what you have to do when you're a pitcher.
And you guys can see there, it looks like the timer on your screen was actually a little bit slower than both of the stopwatches on the field. The average of the 3 times was less than 5 seconds.
Yeah, and that's why we have 3 officials, on the playing ground right there as Lonell Simmons. And this is the type of thing that you're not really seeing other ball clubs do. Is out of any of the ball clubs, the Lightning go into the depths of their rotation that you barely see these guys, and
they did just trade a pitcher for a hitter, so they lost someone out of their rotation in the trade to get Anthony Michael, as he's making plays in the field, but I don't anticipate him making an appearance.
So who are the pitchers
rubber.
for the Lightning right now?
They've got Kyle Loman, they've got Jake Purdy,
Okay.
Chad Phillips, Dave Seifert, Cody Runnalls. I think that's pretty much all their pitchers. I probably named Cody Runnalls a little bit later than I should have. He's probably their
it's
number
probably
3 after that performance by Chad.
Or number 2 after that performance by Chad.
Now, I think Purdy and Loman are a pretty solid 1-2 punch.
Yeah, I like
Purdy's the real ace, but Loman can give you a lot of quality innings.
Yes,
he's not going to walk out.
Yeah, there it is. Purdy, Loman, Phillips, Seifert. That's kind of how it's going to go right there.
Yeah, I think that's probably
Loman's
the
got that
rotation.
sweeping
Although I
curve.
do think Runnalls might find himself in the starting rotation at some point this season. He's been looking better and better every week, but obviously he's a rookie and it takes a while to figure things out. Throwing a strike isn't as easy as people think, especially when you know you have to.
Yeah, I think they really got to, start practicing. They need a solid 2. Like, I'm talking like a solid 2.
Yeah, and the other thing is there's really no excuse for having bad pitching. You can practice pitching by yourself. All you need is a wiffle ball and something to throw it at.
That's true.
Hitting, obviously, hitting's a lot harder. You need someone to be able to throw you nasty pitches to really practice hitting.
As Anthony Michael, as we're in the top of the 6th, they got to have the biggest comeback basically ever in PLW history right now to get back in this game as Anthony Michael smokes one down the left side. Barely. Foul.
Just foul, a hard hit ball. Already with a home run in the game.
We're approaching 400 viewers on Twitch. And that's just smart people that they're coming over from TikTok. They're going over to Twitch, making sure they get the best camera angles, the best commentating, the views. Skycam 1 as Jonathan Wilson, Mr. Garden Glove Man himself. It is his birthday. How old is he, Tom? He's coming onto the field. Was he like 26, 27?
I'm going to go with 28.
I have to find
Final
that out.
answer. Just felt like the right number. He wears number 27. I'm not sure if that helps us at all. Probably has nothing to do with it.
Yeah, something in the 20s, though. 3-2 count. Lonnell's going to hit pan right here. And that's going to go low. Ball number 4 for Lonnell.
And it's going to be walk number 1 for Lonnell and the Bombers. Got to wonder what they're going to go to next. They don't want to let the Lightning come right back into this game.
It's Gootz's birthday as well.
That's right.
He is also, I think, 5 or 6-0 on the season as a pitcher.
I believe that's right.
Goots is 27. That whole one squad is probably real close to that number right there.
Yep. They're one of the youngest teams. I think the Vaders and Ones are the 2 youngest teams in the league.
There's something to be said about that.
They're first and second place as well, kind of running away with it.
Oh, Goot is not 27. J-Dub must be 27.
What if they're both 27?
I don't know what that means. The commentating isn't any better than it was on TikTok.
Do they think we're different commentators?
Maybe.
I think the audio quality is better.
Could be.
I've never actually watched on TikTok, so I guess I can't really say.
2 walks by Lonnell, and it's given the Lightning a little bit of breathing room. Remember, there is a spread of plus 2.5, and there's no outs right now as Trevor Bauer, who doesn't pitch that much, but he has a nasty breaking ball. We'll see how he does on the mound.
He's got a good knuckleball as well.
In warm-ups, look at those socks.
Oh, did you see that knuckleball trench? That was pretty fantastic, and it hit the strike zone. Ooh. Another knuckleball off the strike zone.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
TB52. He's ready to go.
Bauer throwing a few knuckleballs in a row, and don't be surprised to see him go to that until he falls behind in the count.
It's all fine and dandy when you're just warming up, but when you get on that first hole, you might hit a worm burner. Let's see how he does with the batter in the box, and it's old Kyle Lohman. He has one of the best eyes in the PLW. Let's see if Bauer can make quick work of Kyle Lohman, who already in this game has hit 2 triples.
Knuckleball misses way inside, and there's that worm burner you were talking about, Trench.
It's different when somebody's in the box. A lot of spin on that.
Another worm burner.
Remember, game number 2 right after this. The Bombers trying to close it out. Big-time lead, 10-2, as Lohman takes one deep. But Mateo right there for an easy out, number 1. Here's Bruce the Juice Uson.
2 on, 1 out. Bruce
can hit those 3-digit exit velos, too.
Absolutely. I think Bruce is just looking to get some sort of momentum for the Lightning to carry over into Game 2 at least.
2 runners on, 1 out, 1-2 count to the Juice. Holds up. Good take by Bruce right there.
Bruce, another one of the league leaders in walks. He's got good plate discipline despite, sometimes extending a little bit. He's got one of the league's leaders in hits as well. So just a guy that's tough to get out.
A walk here, and watch out for a big-time backdoor cover if the Lightning could get a couple more runners on. Oh, no. Big Al taking out the garbage. Ball number 4 is going to load the bases as Cody Runnalls up to bat right now, and Trev's going to have to be a little careful. He doesn't want to walk a runner in, but they'll probably immediately go to, Max or Mateo. Good pitch.
Yeah, they've got to, but right now the Lightning have got a little bit of momentum. They got the bases loaded, just one out.
I think I would have just slammed the door shut on the Lightning.
Yeah, they're kind of letting them creep back into this game.
Just even if they win, just for the next game, you don't want to give them any momentum. I would have just totally just nailed it shut. And that's going to make it 10-6.
Speaking of momentum, Trench, it looks like we've got some, and now suddenly it's a 10-6 game, 4 runs and 2 outs. That crazier things have happened.
4 runs and, there's only 1 out. So imagine another walk, and all of a sudden Glenn Meadows is saying, yo, I got 100K. Another, what is it? Another couple runs, and there's going to be a cover. Wow, down 8, now down by 4. Trev on the mound. He just needs to...
And a nice little charge of energy into this Lightning team right before the next game. Or maybe we're just going to stay in this game for 4 more runs. You never know.
Easy. Oh, nobody there. Trev looking for a double play after he just gave up a grand slam.
You can see a smile on his face after that. That's good, having a short memory out here. Forgot he even gave it up.
And here we go. Anthony Michael up to bat. Let's see if they could keep this train moving on up as we have 430 viewers tuning in on this one as Anthony Michael takes one to the hip.
Just a little bit too fast, but a good pitch.
Could you imagine if Bauer walks him, somebody comes in and gives up a home run, and there's the biggest backdoor cover of all time?
Yes, I could, Trench. Yes, I could.
That might fill up the count. 3-2.
Takes off just a couple miles per hour off that last one. Same pitch, really.
Ball number 4, and Bauer is done, and you're probably going to have to see.
Looks like they're going to put Grenier back in.
Yeah, not a bad play right here. But Atkinson, he's a big guy, has a lot of power.
Just 2 outs, still trying to save the brothers' innings, but I still think now that the Lightning have got a little bit of life that they may not have had otherwise had Alex, Max, or Mateo close this game out.
Well, did they just took Justin off the mound, right?
Yeah, I don't think he walked anybody.
Yeah, they could have just left him in there, right?
Yeah. But I think trying to give everybody some innings, give everyone a chance to pitch. I mean, I don't hate it.
Let me ask you this, Tom. Is it false hope, though? Like, if you're the Lightning, you're hitting off, like, the 5th and 6th pitchers off another team.
Yeah, but they're getting right into another game after this, Trench. I mean, they scored 4 runs last inning at the, because they're not only are they going into another game, the Lightning are still up to the plate. So it's going to seem like they had one long inning between these 2 games if they lose. It's like, oh, we just made our 3rd out, but hey, let's keep hitting. Who's up next? Let's go right back to the top of the order.
Hideaway field is what we call this. And I'm looking at Screaming Busa saying it's not very fast at all, but you got to remember the equivalency is right around like 55, like an 80, 85 mile an hour ball.
Yes, but Trench, as you see Grenier make that play, that's going to end the game. Even though it's an 85 mile per hour reaction time, you do have the much, much lighter bat in your hand. So it's not really quite like 85. Although, the pitch is never the camera never does the pitches justice. If you step in the box, it looks a lot faster.
Oh, of course.
And it looks like it moves a lot more than
And that's why you see so many
outfield.
strikeouts, guys, swinging and missing when the
You see so many
52
guys say, oh,
55.
I could hit that, and then they come down here and can't.
Well, the Bombers take care of the Lightning 10-6. We were just talking about how the Lightning make every game kind of exciting in the 6th inning, and once again, they do it one more time. But we're going to go into game number 2 right after this. Welcome back, PLW Nation. We're going into game number 2. Let's talk a little bit about game number 1. Started hot with a Kyle Lohman back-to-back triples.
A lot of home runs in that game, too. We saw Lonell Simmons hit his first career home run. We saw Jake Shirley hit his first home run. We saw Anthony Michael hit his first home run with the Lightning. We saw Cody Runnalls go deep. We saw Max Fernandez go deep. Who else? Is that everything? Is that all the home runs? I feel like I'm missing somebody.
There might have been another person in there. But the Bombers pretty handily took care of the Lightning right there. They came back on some subpar pitching, gave them a little bit of momentum, but they're going to have to face Max.
Yeah, that game maybe not even as close as the score shows. I believe it was 10-6 final.
I want to take a moment of silence right now for Glenn Meadows as he lost 100,000 points on the Lightning plus 2.5. And he's got to know better. He has to know better. You have a new squad, basically. They haven't gelled quite yet. A couple people did show up and do some damage, but the Bombers took advantage of the team in last place.
Meadows quickly became a high roller with the wiffle ball points, and has he lost them all? Has he gone broke, or does he still have about 200K sitting in the?
I think he's got like 500,000, maybe more. He's a big dog. I think
he might be printing wiffle ball points. I don't know how he has that many so fast. He's a rookie. How does he have that many wiffle ball points?
You might be right. Do you think maybe he snuck in there with some kind of encryption?
Yeah, I think there's no other explanation. No one is that sharp of a bettor.
Let's get your wiffle ball points in right now. We have the Bombers minus 3.5. That means the Lightning, of course, plus 3.5. A lot of wiffle ball points coming on the Lightning, plus 3.5, over 160,000 wiffle ball points. We got Max on the mound. Tell me a little bit about Max.
Max Fernandez, one of the league leaders in strikeouts, has had a lot of dominant performances, but if you can get him to walk somebody early in the game, he doesn't want to walk out, so he starts going to Cookieville.
Yeah, you don't want to be you want to be a part of Cookieville if you're receiving the cookie.
You almost, if you can get Max Fernandez into Cookieville, you almost don't want to let him walk out, so he'll keep serving up the cookies, because sometimes he takes a little bit longer to walk out than he should.
Glenn Meadows put 133,000 on the Lightning, it looks like. That's an odd number. I wonder if that's all the points he has left.
And it looks like Kyle Lohman's going to be the starting pitcher for the Lightning. They go with just about the same lineup as last game, although Josh Atkinson is going to be batting 6th for the Lightning. And the Bombers, they're also going to go with, I believe, the exact same lineup they went with in Game 1, but Max Fernandez is going to be the pitcher.
Who do you like in this game?
I like the Bombers. I mean, they're rolling. The Lightning do have a little bit of spark of energy after that grand slam. Ooh, excuse me.
What?
After that grand slam. But I don't know. The Bombers they seem like they're really in control right now.
Yeah, and what they want to do is assert a little bit of dominance here in the PLW as well.
Did GK just replay my burp? I think he did.
They want to assert a little bit of dominance, show that they're just not some middle of the roader team. They want to be up there with the big dogs at 1 and 2. And I feel like they're just going to plow through the Lightning right now.
Yeah, I mean, I think the Lightning are kind of coming back down to earth after that big series win against the Ones, but I don't think there's going to be a sweep in this series. I think the Lightning are going to take a game, whether it's this game or next game. I'm not sure.
We're going to have to see on the bottom half of this inning how the Bombers respond to Kyle Lohman's sweeping curve. He has one of the bigger curves from the left side that I've seen. But right now, we'll have to wait for that as Max Fernandez. It looks like he has an injury we were talking about to his left hand.
Yeah, what'd you say? He had a garage.
That's a garage job right there. Some
garage medical attention. That'd be a good band name.
One count. Oh, good eye by Lohman. Takes it high and hot. for 2-1. He's just becoming better and better every single week. This guy comes up to
Drops
bat.
that one in there right at 55.
Yeah, evens up the count 2-2.
Max Fernandez also has got a quick-looking 55, puts a lot of spin on the ball. It doesn't really slow down. So his 55 looks a little bit faster than someone's 55 where the pitch does slow down quite a bit.
To the left side. Should be an easy play for Fernandez. Makes the throw for out number 1.
Just barely fair. You see makes a good call by the umpire. That was right down the line. Looks like it was just over that foul third baseline.
Oh, Bruce barely misses that one. Trevor Bauer to the right side for out number 2.
A lot of spin on it, but he smothers it with both hands. Great play by Bauer. .58, just a little bit too quick.
Yeah, Cody with good eyes right there. Look at the Terminator strapping up right there.
Coming back off a knee injury.
Top Tink, double nickels.
55, and you see the smile from Runnalls. He has no idea what just happened.
Yeah, there's not much you could do. Quick breaking ball right there as Max.
That one might have been a knuckleball. That thing looked like it moved both ways.
That was a 59-mile-an-hour job right there as Al Rick, welcome to PLW Nation.
And now we get a chance to see the other end of the spectrum. Kyle Lohman throws a big slurve that does slow down a lot on its way to the plate, so it looks slower than it really is.
Yeah, the one thing I'm watching out for from the Bombers is if they're going to be able to take Kyle Lohman to the opposite field. If he hangs that slurve out there a little too much, people like Bauer could definitely pop to the right side. But he also comes in really hot sometimes and could kind of fool you and jam you up with a swing and a miss.
He's got a pretty deceptive delivery. That 58 and 51 kind of look like they're coming out at the same speed. I think you might be another pitcher in the league that's a good example of that.
Vegan donuts for Trench over here.
Vegan donuts for old Trenchy?
From the Bombers, from
Hollis?
Miss Fernandez.
Oh, man.
Mrs. Fernandez.
Look at this, Tom. Vegan
Wow.
donuts. Go up top. Look at these bad boys.
I think you got to wait for GK to get back in there and notice he was
Wow. There's a pumpkin one. There's some kind of yellow glazed one.
Is that one all the way back from Cuba? No, from what do you call it?
Man, that's exciting.
Halloween. Looks like a Halloween themed one. That comes with a message, though. But vegan donuts don't go bad.
You might come in for an emergency pinch hit if needed.
I don't think they're going to need it, Trench.
No.
It might not, but if they do.
I got to take a bite of this, no?
I think that's a requirement. Yes, absolutely.
Ooh, this one looks good. Got a close up of this slop job. It's a special occasion, GK. Man, he really gets in a twist, doesn't he? They had to.
Seems like a requirement when someone brings you food. As Fernandez lines that into center field for a base hit, he's going to lead it off with a single for the Bombers. And it looks like we've got a whole bunch of people over on TikTok. So TikTok, what are you doing over there? Come over to twitch.tv/Premier Wiffle. You get the link in our bio. We got multiple camera angles and a real production over here. So head on over to Twitch as Mateo looked like he was walking back to the dugout after that first strike. He was distraught.
You know where that donut came from?
Pink Box?
Pink Box.
Pink Box Donuts.
Yeah.
See Tim Riley over there standing in front of the Pink Box sign.
Yeah. And you know what I always say? There's nothing better than waking up in the morning and getting your mouth in a little bit of that Pink Box. Tasty.
Except for maybe hitting a home run.
Mateo down 1-2 here. Takes a pitch down into the turf. Evens up the count. 2-2. Man, really wrapped around that one. That's going to drop and move Alex Fernandez to 2. Kyle Lohman's got to settle down right now, and this is what I was a little bit worried about, that he might be timing that big slurve.
And here you see Trevor Bauer, a guy that really likes to extend his hands as well. Kyle doing a good job at trying to jam him. If Bauer can extend those hands, he might hit the ball really far, Trench.
Yeah, and that's going to score a run. The wind is blowing out just a tiny bit.
Gets that one right through the hole in the defense. Good piece of hitting by Bauer. That's going to bring Max Fernandez up. Still nobody out. First and second. And this Bombers squad really trying to jump out to an early lead.
That's the pitch I like to see coming from Kyle Lohman right there.
He's got to be trying to jam everybody.
A little faster, a little bit tighter.
Ooh. Gets a piece of the tree. That's going to be a foul ball.
Oh, off speed pitch by Lohman for out number 1.
Big sweeping curveball there from Lohman. Love to see it.
JSO Gaming, new viewer. Welcome to the show. That's that sweeping curve that comes around. Good 4 feet of break on that one.
Ground ball to short. He knocks it down, picks it up, steps on third. And Anthony
Pulls
Michael's
his foot.
unable to make the play, but I think it may have been over the time anyway.
Runner out at the force out on third. 2 outs, still runners.
Oh, no, I think that would have been 4.65 had he made the catch initially.
Yeah, I think that throw was a bit short. But Lonell Simmons up to bat. Good take by Lonell.
No swing, no swing. Ball 1.
I believe in his last at-bat, Lonell Simmons hit his first career PLW home run.
Ooh, floater. High and outside. 2-1 count. There it is. That's his pitch. I love it. Evens up the count 2-2. Runner on second. Bombers already tacked on 1 run here. Oh, and Lonell really reaches for that one. That tink you heard was the bat across the strike zone there. But the Bombers do get 1. Limited damage for Kyle Lohman right there. Let's see if they could come back and tie this one or take the lead.
Yeah, I mean, 1 run against this Bombers lineup, especially after the first 4 batters got on before the first out was recorded, is a great bounce back by Lohman. He knows it's a long game. He's just got to go to work here. And the Lightning lineup's got to go to work here. I think if they really got to score a run, get a little bit of momentum, tie the game.
Yeah, and the last thing you want to do as the winds really start picking up right now is Lohman's got to eat some innings right here because Purdy's not going to come back in game number 2, so you're probably going to have to rely on Chad or Runnalls.
They could go to Purdy. I believe Purdy's got 3 innings left.
Yeah, no, I know, but I'm saying there's still a game number 3 as well.
Absolutely,
so you want him to eat up some innings and then try to build a lead, maybe go to Sparkles or Runnalls, close it out. But let's see what happens here against Max.
Here comes the first pitch.
Yeah, getting really, really breezy up there in those Tier 2 winds. A regular fly ball might get an extra 20, 25 feet. Good pitch by Max Fernandez right there for strike number 2.
You know, you're not one of the league leaders in strikeouts by accident. Max Fernandez has got some of the best stuff in the league. As you can see it right there, 58 miles per hour. See you later.
Yeah, K-Town. And if you're watching that on TikTok, I see you guys. Get over here on Twitch. Multiple camera angles, instant replays, Skycam 1, us in the booth. You can earn wiffle ball points, bet them. Get in the chat. Lots of fun. Twitch.tv/Premier Wiffle. We'll see you over there. I mean, they only get this one little camera angle, Tom.
And it's not even really good. You can't really see what the pitch is doing. I don't understand how people watch on TikTok, but they do. You know, I'm not sure why, because we got the link to Twitch right there in front of them. Not sure what they're doing hanging out there for more than a couple seconds scrolling by, but...
Good pitch by Fernandez. That's kind of his money pitch a big 55-mile-an-hour curve feels like it's coming in hot.
Yeah, right at 55. Max gets a lot of 55s. Usually doesn't, he doesn't really baby it. He doesn't try to get to like the 51, 52 range like a lot of pitchers. He keeps trying to throw right at 55.
Yeah, especially when he throws to the baseball-style hitters. He knows they'll come around on something a little hot.
And not only that, as he gets Anthony Michael to strike out swinging, he's also got one of the fastest-looking 55s in the league. So you'll take one that you think looks too fast, and, it's 55, and then the next one's 58, but it looks about the same as his 55.
Josh Atkinson up to bat right now, and I'm agreeing with you on that. One of the stealthier 55s in the league, high and tight for ball number 2.
Josh Atkinson, another rookie drafted by the Lightning, expected to be moving at the end of the season, so really kind of just a rental, but great athlete, made a great home run rob, taking a home run away from my teammate Mark Tavano.
Who's going to hit the next home run? Give a little showdown right there.
Yeah, we've got a poll up in the chat. Who's going to hit the next home run? Kyle Lohman of the Lightning, Bruce Uson, another member of the Lightning, Mateo or Max Fernandez, the brothers on the Bombers, or Trevor Power Bauer, one of the league leaders in home runs. Although after his Player of the Week run, I think Max Fernandez may be a league leader in home runs as well, at least in the top 5.
Oh, there's that sneaky 55 double nickels.
There you see it. He looks up over his shoulder to the monitor behind him, and he can't believe it, but no, it's 55. Goodbye.
That's going to do it. We're going to see Kyle Lohman once again on the bump for the Lightning. Only gave up 1 run his last inning. And GK, look at him running around all over the place.
Greg Kelly running around like a chicken with his head cut off, fixing everything.
Sometimes chickens just run
with their head
on.
Yeah, but they don't run like GK's running right now. But Kyle Lohman coming into the second inning. In the first inning, he did a great job of settling in after the first 4 Bombers got on base. Is that right? Or just first 3?
Yeah, I don't remember.
But doesn't record an out before the Bombers score. They had 2 on, nobody out. And then it might have been bases loaded at some point. But he gets out of the inning, bounces back, and here we are. Bases empty, bottom of the second. Look at us looking to get a little bit of a better start as the Bombers are right back to that top of the order. Alex Fernandez slapped a single up the middle in his first at-bat last inning. Big bender comes in, almost hits Alex before he gets a piece of it.
Noob, we put a lot of time and effort in everything that we do here. It is nonstop. It just doesn't stop after the game's over. We're chatting it up all night long till the wee hours of the morning.
Even the big hours of the morning.
Yeah.
Another grounder up the middle. Lohman's able to handle it. Grabs it one-handed. Nice
cool
play
was
by
that?
Lohman. That was smooth.
Okay, smooth Lohman. Look at this. What? What's up?
Oh, I got the ball? Oh, let's throw that home.
Do you remember when Chen made that one play?
The ball rolled off of him and he caught it. He wasn't even looking. He was looking for the ball over his shoulder, and then suddenly it dropped into his hand. One of the most interesting plays we've had out here. I believe that was about this time last year.
Oh, good take by Mateo.
Good, strong take. Almost got him to go, but Lohman's going to have to come to him here. Mateo, probably the most patient hitter in this Bombers lineup.
It's a very deceptive pitch.
Yeah, a lot of late movement, too. Even that one was going to be inside. As you see, Dennis O'Brien prevents that from going out of play. Gets the out.
Logan, what's going on, man? You coming down on the field to watch or what? It looks like the Beaver Inspector, new to the Twitch chat. Let us know if you guys are just coming on TikTok. What do you think about our production?
And how many times better is Twitch compared to TikTok? I often see some crazy numbers they put out there. But I believe 10 times better is the most popular. As you see Bruce Uson winning that poll, he's the next expected home run according to the Twitch viewers. 34% of the vote, though, pretty even.
Good.
Trevor Bauer with 26%. He's up to the plate right now, 32 votes for Trevor Bauer.
And the inspector's saying it's 100,000 times better. And Watermelon Man saying it's over 350,000% better.
That's a lot of times in percent. Like, I think that's pretty high. Is the TikTok stream that bad?
I mean, we're looking at it.
Okay, yeah, it's kind of bad.
It's going to be a full count right here, and you have to be careful against Trevor Bauer. A walk right here is not the worst thing, but you definitely don't want to put a runner on. Wow, nasty pitch by Lohman right there. Lowen outside at 55. Makes it through 2 innings, only giving up 1 run so far. They are in this game.
A great inning right there. Very quick. 1, 2, 3 from Lohman. And that's something we talk about a lot in this league. Momentum. The Lightning have got it right now.
Yeah, I was a little nervous that Lohman might hang some curves, but he looks like he figured that out after the first inning. He's kind of dialed it back, tightened up his pitching a little bit.
He's got a lot of bite on that curveball.
What's Lonell doing in right field?
It looks like he's doing the tree pose.
Looks like he's doing yoga mid-game.
Yeah, trying to center himself.
That's how important.
As he is playing center field.
That's how important being flexible is out here as he goes one-legged tree pose.
Center fielder centers himself, and it looks like we're ready to go here.
That dude looks like he could crush some squats. Over 500 viewers now, Gannon. That's big.
515 viewers. Thank you for tuning in here in fabulous Las Vegas, Nevada. Here for Premier League Wiffle Lightning Bombers.
And Lohman could not catch up with that curveball. Could not get a good read on that. It's going to be 1 and 2. Max has that late breaker, man. About 3/4 of the way in, it starts to come in. Kind of sneaks up on you as the count's going to be 2 and 2. Here in the top of the third. Lightning looking to produce as Lohman goes down on strikes on a 56-mile-an-hour ball.
It does hit the strike zone, but just 1 mile per hour over the speed limit. Max with a fast-looking 55, so 56, I mean, that's something you can't really take.
Here's Bruce the Juice Uson, who led the poll, won the poll for the next home run. Will it be true?
There you see the riser, 61 out of Max.
And J-Dubs.
He just asked for a birthday bomb.
Oh, and that was
I heard
the
that
pitch.
too.
But it comes
Too
in
fast,
57.
though. Now Bruce is going to get ahead in the count. Get an even better pitch.
I watch a lot of Canadians come in watching on Twitch. I guess they don't have wiffle ball in Canada. Maybe they throw snowballs, but when they hit it, it doesn't go anywhere.
Yeah, there's no fielding in Canada. A lot of good pitchers and hitters.
Maybe it's just called like smash ball. You just throw the snowball.
Snowball.
And
It's
you
a
hit
snowball.
it.
It's a snowball fight. But instead of fighting each other, you're fighting the wiffle ball bat.
It's 3-2, 3-1. And that's going to go right up the middle. Look at Lonell.
I think that...
And that's going to be a
looks like it
double.
got to the wall, yeah.
And I want to thank Tarantino's, as every time a player hits that sign, they get some free zucchini sticks.
Free zucchini sticks, and you can expect Bruce Uson to be redeeming those soon. Look at the size of that guy.
You know, I told Michael Tarantino, the owner of Tarantino's, if he could specifically dip, if Bruce ever hits it in the Tarantino sign, to dip it in a protein powder batter.
Little protein shake.
I don't know if he'd touch them if they weren't dipped in some kind of protein batter.
Bruce Juice. A lot of protein in that guy. That
My
ball gets
boy
fouled right
Rick.
into the booth.
Hope you're feeling better, man. Stay on those medications. Runnalls to shortstop should be an easy play for Justin, as it is out number 2.
Lightning another chance with a runner in scoring position.
They have to convert. You know the Bombers, it's not going to be just one. It could be 2 or 3.
Purdy's still in this slump, too. I mean, he's hit 2 or 3 balls hard tonight, but still can't get a hit. Just ripping the ball. It's just he happens to be hitting it right at everybody. So
We'll get it for you.
hopefully.
We'll get Jameson on that. Jameson, give me a little bit of that sunset sky action here in Las Vegas. People are calling out for it. I'm looking forward to. It is real nice. Check this out, guys. Look at that Las Vegas sky, the mountains.
Beautiful sunsets here in Las Vegas as the sun kind of just hides behind those mountains and hasn't really set yet. The sky is still blue, but it's down. The sun's down, but it hasn't set. Does that make sense? I think that's what's happening right now. Or is it the opposite? The sun is set, but it's not down.
I'm not sure. But what needs to happen is
Is this
the
a
Lightning
square and a rectangle thing?
is the Lightning need to score more runs because the Bombers aren't going to just stop at one. Like I said, I think they're going to attack another couple more on.
I mean, when they have the bottom of the lineup hitting like they are tonight, I mean, the sky's the limit for the Bombers.
Baby's got blue skies.
But you know what's in the sky, right?
What?
Lightning.
Yeah. Hopefully. For them, it is, as they need to tack on something.
As we've got another poll in the chat. Next stop for PLW. ESPN, Netflix documentary, Olympics, MLB Network, or local news. I think Olympics is pretty far-fetched. Local news, we've already been on local news. That's a previous stop for us.
Look, did you see the spin on that? Ball curves all the way from the dugout in. That's wiffle ball action, if you ask me. Look at that.
A lot of
Wow.
RPMs, and it didn't hit that wall over there. That's just how much spin that ball had off the end of the bat.
I don't think it did, honestly.
The umpires are converging, say that was a clean ball. Gonna be out number one. And that's gonna be a home run for Justin.
Little bat flip for Grenier.
Kyle's saying, what is that? Throw a bat at me, rookie boy. Is that Justin's second home run of the night?
And there's the smile out of Grenier as he rounds the bases. We got scowl Grenier tonight. I think he's gonna hit some more bombs.
He's good, man. What a great pickup for the Bombers. And people, I was talking to Alex Fernandez multiple times through the year, and he said, when this guy comes around, it just makes the Bombers that much better.
I mean, his first night, he hit 5 home runs off Taylor Briner, right?
Man, that's such a nasty pitch from Kyle.
A lot of late movement, slows down a lot. So even though that was 55, it probably looked even a little bit slower. A riser from Lohman, 57, gets him to chase.
A couple weeks ago, I told, who was I with? It might have been the War Chicken. I told him, I told people to take a shot of that current poll, next stop for PLW. So when we are on ESPN, you could say I took a picture of that when we were just talking about being on there, and I've been watching it since basically inception or season number 4. Big time stuff going on here in the PLW and our production team.
Absolutely.
GK's still mad at me.
GK's always mad at you.
I'm going to have to apologize to him that I bit into that donut. He's mad. That's the second time I've seen him.
I don't know. When someone brings you a gift in the booth, I mean...
I wasn't going to, come,
you
go
say,
full platter with and eat a whole donut. But he takes it serious. I wiped all the crumbs off, everything.
No, you missed the spot. There's still a couple of crumbs on the desk. You can hide those. It's okay. Another base hit up the middle. His second of the game. Now we've got a runner on first, 2 outs. Mateo looking to keep this inning alive.
What are Mateo's numbers? I feel like his power hitting numbers have gone down a tiny bit.
I think he's having a slow start to the year. I think it's a lot of bit. I don't even think it's a bit. I think it's just a significant amount. Just not having a strong start to the season.
If you're
he was red hot. He was also red hot at the start of the fall season. So it's tough to compare that to what he's doing now.
If you're a PLW player out there, find out a little bit of information on Mateo's numbers this year. Go to the stats. Let us know up here in the booth what he's dealing with. I think around him, though, I think there's a little bit of pressure off him quite a bit that he doesn't have to take it as much.
Hello, right off the TikTok phone goes the wiffle ball, and let's see if we can get this back. No, it's still rolling. It just moved the lens.
Looks blurry now.
It looks super blurry, but we're going to try to fix that for our viewers on TikTok.
Yeah, and there's like 3,000 of them up on TikTok, and they need to come over to Twitch because we're rocking out over here.
Twitch.tv/Premier Wiffle. Check out the link in our bio. We got 3-4 camera angles. We've got
instant replays, Skycam 1, hang out, see our faces in the commentating booth. You could bet wiffle ball points as there's over 300 or 400,000 wiffle ball points. You could redeem things like signed merchandise like jerseys, balls, bats.
Yeah, the wiffle ball point economy is booming right now. There have never been more wiffle ball points being mined than there are right now.
And bang, ESPN wins it for the next stop for Premier League Wiffle, and why not? As we're approaching 600 viewers here on Twitch, why not come over, join us, as it's a much better production. You could see the TikTok people coming in. It lets us know about the first-time chat viewers. They're thankful that they made the switch. And Anthony Michael flares one to the right side. What a grab by Trevor Bauer, one-handed.
Trevor Bauer kind of taking that from Shirley, too. I mean, it looks like it was right in his breadbasket, but Bauer with the nice one-handed play over the shoulder.
And that's exactly what I'm talking about. When you're on Twitch, you get to see that zoomed in on and then the instant replay. You don't get that advantage over there on TikTok.
Yeah, on TikTok, you get to see nothing. You get to see almost nothing. You get to see a sliver of the field instead of the entire field with several camera angles. That center field camera to sort of see what these pitches are doing, but I'm excited for the new field. The center field camera is going to be a lot higher. It's going to be a lot easier to see what these pitches are doing. It's going to do the camera angle is going to do the pitches a lot more justice, and people will understand why batting averages are so low. As he takes that pitch at 55, that thing dropped way down.
And remember, if you have an Amazon Prime account, which about 85% of the world does, or Americans at least, you get a free subscription. Why not let it be Twitch? So every single month, you don't have to deal with ads, which are annoying. You don't want to deal with that. Help us out here over on Twitch.
Yeah, you get one free Twitch subscription, and I can't think of a better channel to use it on. And if you don't subscribe, Dragon Lady will probably gift you a sub eventually.
Depends on how the Bombers are doing as she is.
And I mean, Trevor Bauer just made an excellent catch. I'm surprised we haven't seen 35 gifted subs already.
Kyle Lohman takes inside ball number 2. Let's see if he could get something started for the Lightning here in the top of the 4th. Good snag by Alex Fernandez. Should make an easy throw in time, under 5 seconds for out number 3. And the last 2 times Kyle Lohman has made connection with the wiffle ball, big time hits to the infielders. Eventually those are going to go past or over the fence.
Yeah, Fernandez does a great job of keeping that ball in front of him. He's got plenty of time to pick it up and throw onto the backstop to get the out. And Lohman's going to be going right back out here for the 4th inning.
Yeah, why not? Has only given up 2 runs, pitching a doozy.
And there you see the gifted subs from Dragon Lady.
It's
like
what she
clockwork.
does.
It's like clockwork.
Listen, I've had a lot of sub in my life, but she gives the best sub I've ever seen.
Kyle Lohman coming back out here for his 4th inning of work. I don't believe he got into game 1 at all.
Let's see if he could shut him down right here.
I mean, Lohman's doing a great job of stifling this Bombers lineup. Just a solo shot and an RBI single, the 2 blemishes so far in this game.
Let's see what happens here in the bottom of the 4th. I want to thank our 752 viewers tuning in for this game number 2. Remember, we still got a game 3 coming up.
752. We are getting close to that 1,000 mark that we have reached just one time here at Premier League Wiffle. I believe it was also the Lightning that played in that series. Lightning ones.
It's going to be an eventual thing where 1K plus is just going to be watching every single night. Eventually, it's going to be 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,000 people.
You see Lohman missing way inside, throws that pitch behind Bauer.
1,133 viewers was our viewership record.
Let's see if we can beat that.
Why not?
It's only game 2. We got a whole nother game left to snowball this into 2,000.
That would be a great, great number to hit. I love being a part of all these numbers as Bauer gets a piece right there. Anthony Michael's going to have to make a throw. Oh, and he airmails it. And that's going to be a 2-base error.
Off the monitor, off that pocket radar monitor the players have been looking up at.
I'm getting some intel right now. Do you hear that, Tom?
No.
It's the wiffle ball gods. They just woke up.
They've been awake all series. Every error has been capitalized on. They have not gone to bed.
Yeah, you have to make that out. You cannot give the Bombers extra outs and then puts a runner in scoring position immediately.
I think Dragon Lady might have paid off Tony Mike.
It's always disheartening when you're a pitcher and an error like that happens. You're pitching pretty well.
Kyle, a stats guy, he knows that's not going to be on his ERA.
Yeah, but it will be on your loss record if you lost the game because of something like that.
That's true, but the Lightning don't have any runs, so it
And
doesn't
the
matter.
wiffle ball gods immediately ignite the field, and that is going to be part of his ERA, though, as he hangs a floater in there.
Max Fernandez, an absolute tank over the palm trees in left field. He got all of that one. Look at this one go. Off the bat, just explodes off his bat, and guess who's up next? Justin Grenier hit a home run in his last at-bat and bat flipped right at Kyle Lohman. Almost hit him.
You just got to have to shake that one off.
Takes a healthy hack there.
That's going to drop for a base hit.
Laces that one into left field, and Grenier is looking very good right now. I think he is really turning it on. He's got that angry face. Whatever he's angry about, he's taking that out on the ball.
Yeah, normally he's just, cheek to cheek.
He's
with
normally
that smile
smiling the
grin.
entire series, so like something's up.
I think he wants to be recognized by
He had
PLW.
I think he had a bad day, and he's taking it out on the ball.
Here's Lonell Simmons. That's going to be a strike from way outside.
The big sweeper from Lohman just freezing these hitters, and he's got these Bombers hitters to swing at pitches that are hitting him.
This should be a double play ball, but
no.
Can they get to 2 in time?
I think they're going to get one. That's right. 4.89. Just barely get the out there.
If I'm the manager of the Lightning, I got to be talking a little bit, sparking up my squad, saying, let's tighten up this defense. Let's get back in there. There's still a few outs that we're going to be working with. Let's try to win this game. Lohman with that little left-handed grab. That's going to be a double play in time. That's what you're looking for.
Plenty of time for that double play, 4.38. Great play by the Lightning, and just like that, just a little bit of sliver of momentum. And let's see if they can do something with the bats. I want to see the Lightning get on the board this inning, because if they don't score a run this inning, I think that's it. I don't think they're doing it in the sixth.
But that's when they come alive. That's the only time they ever score runs, other than maybe a couple grand slam shots in the first.
If you're already down by 4, I mean, 2 runs in the sixth is something they've been doing all season, but you got to be within 2 before you get to the sixth.
Yeah, and then you're dealing with Max Fernandez. He's up there as a league leader in
absolutely
in
dealing.
strikeouts.
He's dealing right now. Like I said, he's got those really great performances where he doesn't walk anybody, and I think we're seeing one of them right now.
And if he does get in any kind of trouble, Mateo,
he's got both his brothers behind him.
Even if they needed Justin to come in again.
Yeah, Justin looked great as well. I mean, the Bombers seem like they're firing on all cylinders right now, and the Lightning are going to have to do something to slow them down. Great take by Yuson.
And the Lightning.
As you hear Alex Fernandez say, yes, he did not.
You just sit back and watch the game, Peksky. We'll do all the camera angles for you. You just hang out with us here with PLW Nation as Yuson swing, foul tip, run count 1 and 2. Even up the count 2-2 as he goes turf right there.
I think Bruce might have one of the most unique batting stances in the league. It seems like he's picking a fight with the pitcher the way he stands in the box. I'm not really sure how to describe it.
It's like, you want to go? You want to go?
Look at that swing. Oh, my goodness. Bruce once hit a double, and he threw his bat over the container, but he made contact with the ball and hit a double to center field.
Yeah, you let go of it.
That's what happened, except for the bat went over the container, and exactly that hit he just did right there.
And he's going to be on second base, and a little bit of a spark for the Lightning. No outs, runner on second, as the always dangerous Cody Runnalls up to bat right now.
Batting from the left side here, and the Lightning have had runners in scoring position all series, but they just haven't been able to get any of them across the plate.
Yeah, a lot of lobs for sure for the Lightning.
And it's not even just lobs. It's one thing to leave someone on first, but leaving runners on second and third almost seems like they're doing it more innings than not.
Yeah, their conversion rate very, very low. Good pitch by Max. And does he just strike out everybody at 55?
Yes, like I said before, he doesn't slow it down to try to get a strike. He just keeps peppering in 54s and 55s and 56s and 57s, and it's tough to lay off 56 when it looks exactly like 55.
I'm expecting something from Jake to happen right here.
Hardy really needs to get out of that slump. Just hitting the ball hard. Oof. Even tonight, he's got at least 2-3 hard hit balls for outs. Even a walk here would be huge.
Oh, yeah, game changer. But a strikeout instead. Another one at double nickels, as Purdy can't seem to find his way on base as all. But Anthony Michael needs to redeem himself right here after a costly error.
This at bat right here, this is why they brought Anthony Michael over from the Cajuns. It's situations like this where they've constantly been let down. They're looking for a spark, someone to really convert. And he hits one to center.
Lonnell right there. He bobbles
off
it,
the
though.
hands, but Bruce won't score off his hand, so that's going to be first and third.
Lonnell doesn't get much playing time out there, and you got to remember, it's bare hands, lots of RPM on that ball. You have to get that in there as big man Josh Atkinson now with runners on the corner up to bat.
57, great take there. Maybe didn't think it was going to even hit the strike zone, but gets ahead in the count. 1-1. 58, 2-1.
Wait a minute. A little bit of top fifth drama stewing up.
The tying run's on deck right now, Trench, if they can get something going right now. 3-0. I mean, if
what do you
one
do?
walk could really change this game.
Tom, you're a pitcher. Are you throwing your little 47-mile-an-hour curve right here?
Yeah.
Oh, yep.
I'm throwing the lollipop. I don't want to walk him. 55. Are you kidding me?
Lollipop that.
Oh, my goodness. Stone cold from Max Fernandez.
And that's going to be a walk, and that's going to load the bases for Kyle Lohman, who last week hit a home run that accounted for a grand slam, and he remembers it. I was calling that one as well. He would love to go back-to-back weeks.
Did you say that loud enough for him to hear it on purpose?
Yeah, he wants it. A fan favorite, and he's the type of dude that could do it.
Bases loaded, 2 outs.
He would also love to take a walk.
This at-bat right here is going to decide the game. If he gets on base, I think the Lightning are going to win.
Walk here, 4-1. Got some more batters up.
And they have to make a pitching change. Alex looked pretty good in game 1, but he's running out of innings. Mateo hasn't seen the mound yet. Maybe they put Grenier in. Who knows what they do?
You never want to pitch with the bases loaded. It makes you pitch a little bit more tender as Big Al calls timeout. And he's going to go to his offspring right now and say, son, what are you doing? I didn't raise you to walk in a run like this.
In the middle of an at-bat.
Wow.
3-2 count. Full count. Walks out to the mound. Slows things down.
Watch out for Kyle Lohman right here. Gone.
Swing and a drive. And you called it again, Trench. Grand slam tie game.
Listen, When you watch wiffle ball enough, you know that when you throw a cookie, the cookie monster is going to eat, and Kyle Lohman is exactly that. He is the cookie monster of PLW. Back-to-back weeks, hits a grand slam, and this game is tied.
Huge home run there. And you know what, Trench? I said that at bat would decide the game. It might decide the series.
Listen, you cannot throw that pitch to Kyle Lohman right there. You have to either walk the man or get him swinging at something that he cannot do that. And now you have Bruce, the Juice Uson up. They could go back-to-back here.
Bruce, his second at-bat of the inning, Trench.
Just like that. I mean, Lohman's just carrying this squad right now. Doing it on the mound. Doing it in the box. Just doing it.
And you see Max a little bit upset, trying to settle down against Bruce, throwing some of his best stuff.
And they're thinking, maybe, did Big Al say, hey, give up the grand slam?
Yeah, I think he might have said, hey, I got some money on this game. I have a lot of wiffle ball points on the Lightning. Can you please just lay one in there? I think that's exactly verbatim what he said.
Wow. Never want to give that up. Kyle Lohman producing. 2-2 count. A walk there would have been much more manageable than, obviously, a grand slam.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think there's any scenario where you'd rather give up a grand slam than a walk. .60 miles per hour gets Uson to chase, unless that 60 was on the swing.
Look at the Bombers. Their heads are down. Their body language is saying defeat, but they're going to have to come back and get the bats going, and they're going to bring in Purdy right now. They kind of want to say, hey, no more runs for the Bombers. The bats are coming alive. I think we could pull this one out in game number 2.
Absolutely. The Lightning, they see the win in front of them, and they're going right after it.
Yeah, you have to. Lohman did what he had to do. There was a 2-run shot. One of those runs was unearned.
Lohman looking good, but Purdy is the ace. Despite sort of a rocky start in game 1, I think he's looking to bounce back, and he's got something to prove now on that pitcher's mound.
Yeah, and if you're Lohman, you're totally okay giving the dice to Purdy.
Yeah,
Job well
and that
done.
saves his innings. We're going to need Kyle Lohman to come right back in there in game 3 as well.
This should be an exciting finish to game number 2. Remember, we still got 1 to play. We'll see how this one pans out. Is there going to be a rubber match? Is there going to be a team bringing out the broomsticks trying to sweep another? Just have to wait and see as Purdy gets his warm-up pitches just about done. Can the Bombers recover right here, Tom?
Yeah, this is the type of moment where you see what teams are made of. We're about to find out what the Bombers are made of.
Yeah, and if you're over on TikTok, get over to twitch.tv/Premier Wiffle to see way better angles, instant replays, Skycam 1 zooming in on players, and join us in the chat as Mateo up to bat right now. He tried to break that tie immediately.
Chris Warfield. Did you see the pitching change, Chris?
Screwball by Purdy. A little bit high. Strikeout, Jake. 55 out, number 1. And the momentum is saying there is a storm brewing. Lightning is striking. Lots of chatter going on. And looks like Chad back on defense. And they're going to play for the double, take away the double from Trevor.
You know, Purdy and Max Fernandez have very, very similar stuff, similar makeups. They throw a lot of that big drop that he throws right there to Trevor Bauer, that little riser type slider pitch. So now the Bombers are going to get an idea of what it's like for these other teams facing Max, because Purdy and Max, very similar stuff on the hill.
If you watch that instant replay, you could see Purdy already asking for a ball 3/4 of the way.
The ball hadn't even hit the strike zone yet.
And he already knew it was going to be a strikeout.
If you tell me to give him a couple seconds, I'll give you a couple seconds.
And it looks like Max is trying to slow the game down just a tiny bit.
Trying to call time, get comfortable in the box. Purdy, definitely the fastest worker we have in PLW in terms of the pace of play when he's a pitcher. Billy Santiwan, probably a close second, but I think Purdy's got to be the guy. He just gets the ball and throws it. There's really not much else to it.
Oh,
Just
man.
a little too fast. He was already kind of walking
I mean,
off
that
the
looked like it
field.
was 58 to me. And
Yeah,
for it to
both Max and Purdy have got that fast-looking pitch as he slows it down to 43.
that was disgusting. That was the most disgusting pitch I've seen in a minute. I could see the holes coming at us.
Let's see the replay on that. I think that was a knuckleball, right?
Wow, and it hit the pan at 43, and the Lightning, after they make quick work of the Bombers, are going to go back to work and try to take the lead here. Oh, man.
Wow.
The Lightning's record of now 18. It could have gone either way. They've been playing some serious ball against these clubs, losing some heartbreakers, some tight games.
Absolutely. I mean, there's a lot
Purdy
of
dealing.
there are a lot of one-run games that at the end of the season these teams are going to look back on thinking, oh, if we could have taken one or two of those, that could be the difference between making the playoffs and being on the outside looking in.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, the Lightning could be like right around a 500 ball club, but instead they are backwards with it as Cody Runnalls up to bat right now.
And you got to think about how much that hurts morale in the clubhouse. I mean, looking at your record, I mean, it doesn't matter how well you play. You're going to look at your record, and that's how you're going to feel.
Yeah, it doesn't matter how many times you hit a grand slam. Of course, that feels good, looks good on the stat sheets and all that type of stuff. But if there's an L in the bracket, you know, you're not feeling that great.
And you can't spell lightning without L trench.
That is true.
Max on me.
That's going to do it for Cody Runnalls, as it looks like Tim Riley. And this dude is a lightning striker. He's a one-swing mammoth man as he takes 55 on an inside
All or nothing
bar.
for Tim Riley.
Easy work
Swing and a
for
miss.
Max. It's tough to come into a game sometimes when you haven't seen many pitches to go against somebody like Max, where an easy off speed could get you. Here's Anthony Michael, big spot, top of the sixth. Let's see if they could put one on the board and put a little pressure on the Bombers. Anthony Michael already hit an opposite field home run in his debut as a Lightning player.
54 right on the outside part of the dish.
The Beaver inspector is saying kind of a thing, too. When you go over to Twitch, you can put it on your big screen at home and hang out. Smart move. He's the MVP of the chat right now.
Yeah, I have only watched a handful of PLW streams, but boy, is it better on the TV. You can even get the chat open on the TV if you want to interact. You got your phone to type stuff when you see something you like.
Which Lightning player, will hit the go-ahead run? There's already two outs right here in the sixth.
Fouls that back into the strike zone. The catcher drops it, so to speak. Here in Premier League Wiffle, if you foul the ball back into the strike zone 2 times, the second time the catcher catches it for a foul tip, strike 3.
You're looking at J-Lo for life in the chat. That's the wife of Kyle Lohman. She fell for the April Fool's joke.
I think more people fell for the joke than I thought would, to be honest.
They just don't want to admit it.
Laces that one. That's going to get all the way to the container. Did that make it in the air, Trench?
That didn't go over 2 feet off the ground, and it did laser beam to the container.
I think that was a triple. Oh, it looks like they're sending him back to second. Looks like Mateo got a piece of it, knocked it down, and it short hopped the container. But man, that was a laser off the bat.
Anthony, very good. Go-ahead run on second base, 2 outs. Count's going to be 1-2.
Josh
Or that was
Atkinson trying to make an impact here.
hot.
This
Sorry.
could be his only
2-1.
season of PLW. Trying to make a mark.
Now 3-1. And then the dangerous Kyle Lohman will be up to bat one more time if he walks here. Big, big moment for Max on the mound. It goes high and he walks him. Is that it
Second
for
walk
Max?
in his last 2 at-bats for Atkinson. Great patient approach at the plate, seeing a lot of pitches. And I believe he walks Max out by himself. I believe he accounted for both walks. And Alex Fernandez coming in, now another runner in scoring position for these Lightning.
If you're just tuning in, Kyle Lohman tied it up last inning with a grand slam. He's going to have his moment again right here. 2 outs, top of the 6th, trying to take the lead, give his team a chance to win game number 2. But he's going to have to face one of the aces, Alex Fernandez, who's warming up on the mound.
Alex Fernandez, manager of the Bombers. He's got the longest tenure of any of these players in Premier League Wiffle. He's been here since the beginning, since before I came out here even. So he's got a lot of experience on the mound, but that also means all these hitters have faced him before.
Oh, Lohman for
everyone,
sure.
Everyone knows what he's got, so it's not like he's really going to be fooling anyone, although he has been featuring that sort of sidearm riser screwball type of pitch that AK has popularized. A lot of people are trying to mimic that.
I wonder if Fernandez has a pitch sequence that is going through his head right now as we get a close-up of Taylor Briner.
Looks like he's getting on the haircut train.
Yeah, man.
A lot of now that it's warming up here in Vegas, everyone's cutting their hair.
You know what?
I think I started a trend.
We need a PLW barber. What do you think?
I don't like going to the barber, but you can if you want. I'm gonna still cut my own hair. No thanks.
Here's Lohman. Can he open it up for the Lightning, single-handedly taking over this game?
Really shot that one down, huh?
And he also won the poll. Who will hit the go-ahead run? This would be amazing.
23 votes for Kyle Lohman. And we have 3 Lightning. No, we have all Lightning players. So that looks like whoever made that poll does not think the go-ahead run will be scored by.
Oh, man, unfortunate for
Bombers.
Lohman that Alex Fernandez had the speed right there. Hits a RPM ball right back to the pitcher. Takes away all that momentum of trying to take the lead. And Purdy's going to go out here in the bottom of the 6th. Are we going to see a 7th inning, Tom?
I think we may. Purdy, Dirty Purdy, as they call him, he's looked pretty good. I mean, last inning was a pretty dominant inning.
What also is happening here? So how many innings did Purdy throw game number 1? I wonder if we know that number, and then how many has he thrown here? And if it does go extra, that accounts towards your 9 innings of work that you're allowed in the 3-game series.
That's right. I believe he went 3 innings in the first game. So this would be 2 innings here. So if he doesn't go to extra innings, he'll have 4 left. But he may have come out in the 4th inning. He may have thrown 4.
Wait a minute. It looks like there's some discrepancy from the umpires and the manager, Chad Sparkle Phillips. And look at Taylor. Says, listen, little guy, you need to get off. This is a manager-umpire meeting.
So I believe what they're discussing now is Purdy is kind of notorious for sort of quick pitching guys, and the Bombers have kind of gone out of their way to try to call time before stepping into the box, and they're trying to make sure they have time to get settled in the box before he starts his motion. Looks like that's what they're kind of talking about here.
Look at the dominance that Taylor, even as an umpire, has. The aura around this man after being crowned in 3 consecutive seasons, 3 MVP titles. It's amazing.
Yep.
And remember, Chad basically wrote the Bible of the rule books.
Looks like now the discussion is whether he has some sort of illegal motion, which I'm now starting to agree with Chad because there's no balk rule. So anything that's a balk in Major League Baseball, you're allowed to do here in wiffle ball.
Of course.
But in terms of the quick pitch, in the sense that he's starting while the batter's still got their hand up, that part's illegal. The batter's still allowed to have time. The batter's even allowed to call time almost as if they're the home plate umpire. The home plate umpire doesn't really need to grant them time.
I mean, for this situation to come up
I think
in
if
the
this
bottom of the 6th is amazing.
I think if this lasts 30 more seconds, I'm going to have to go down there.
I get it.
All right, it looks like we're ready to get started.
Yeah, and I don't think Purdy's trying to be dirty. It's just his style of pitching.
Yeah, you can throw the ball however you want. Oh, Purdy having a little bit of fun with this, I think.
Man, he is really.
Decides to go to the full windup, says he's going to wind up, and then strikes out Grenier.
2 consecutive pitches, out number 1.
You get another poll up there. Which bomber will walk it off? Onel Simmons, not a member of that poll, so.
Yeah, he's in the field at 50-1 right now.
The field.
Yeah, right now it's all advantage Purdy against Lonell.
Off his foot.
Good
Makes
play.
the play. 2 down. Purdy trying to have a really quick inning here. Already 2 outs, and manager Alex Fernandez going to try to get something started for this Bombers ball club here in the bottom of the 6th.
Man, he is finding his spots, really working the batters, getting up in the count. And when you're down 0-2 here, as that's double Nichols, Purdy.
55, and Purdy is pumped up. I have never seen that much emotion out of him.
Yeah, he is fired up. He hit that PLW sign at 55, dead nuts right in the middle. And we're going to go into extra innings, and this is going to be a factor going into game number 3 for Jake Purdy.
Yeah. For every inning they go beyond this, that's him eating up innings. And you can't take him out. I mean, this might be the best chance they have to get a win.
Yeah, let's see what happens here as they're going to have to go through the bulk of the order. Looks like Bruce the Juice Uson. Oh, man, TikTok, listen, you are missing a doozy. You're watching it from one camera angle. What are you doing? Get over here to the sickest production that you've ever seen for a live sports broadcast. Twitch.tv/Premier Wiffle. We'll see you over here. Bruce the Juice grabbing his thunder stick. Goes opposite field. That might be a double, and it is. And immediately a runner in scoring position. And Bruce?
I think he thinks he had a triple, but I'm pretty sure that's short hopped off the
Look at
fence. Let's take a look at this replay. Yeah, it looks like a double to me.
Cody Runnalls. Up to bat right now.
And Trevor Bauer wins the poll. Which bomber will walk it off? So stay tuned for Trevor Bauer next inning. 65% of that poll, 30 votes.
And there's people on Twitch saying, TikTok, what are you doing watching over there? Like, get over here. You're crazy.
I just don't get it.
Good pitch by Alex Fernandez.
I understand scrolling past PLW on TikTok, but if you're sitting there staring at your phone, like how long do you think it takes people before they realize it says twitch.tv/Premier Wiffle?
I don't know, man. Lonell's going to have to catch that, and he drops it once.
Oh, no, but that's still going to hold Uson at third, first and third for Tim Riley. Still nobody out.
And what do you do right there? Do you make a defensive adjustment, and who would it be?
Yeah, I'm not really sure who else they have to throw out there. I mean, they've got Shirley, who's a pretty good outfielder, actually. So maybe that's one of those things that'll be second-guessing his manager, Alex Fernandez.
The gamer, and I bet you're regretting all that week that you were watching it. So instead of a runner on second, 1 out, runners on the corners, no outs. And that might go. Bruce on the run. Lonell's going to have to make a throw, but it goes out of the backstop.
Out of play. It looks like that's gonna put Cody Runnalls on second base.
Big time pop by Tim Riley right there as he gets an sacrifice.
Sacrifice fly. Riley not quite able to get the big 3-run home run he may have thought he had, but still able to drive in a run. And the Lightning have got some energy over on that bench. 5-4.
Yeah,
Lightning.
Put that 5 on the Lightning side, the 4 on the Bomber side, as they're going to go out number 2.
And
it turfed. Multiple errors in this inning, waking up the Lightning Wiffle Club.
5-4 Lightning.
Wow. Man, what a turn of events. That's how important defense is out here in the PLW, as the wiffle ball gods are fully sounding off right now. And you can see AF not happy about his defense out there. And that's going to clear the bases. And the Lightning tack on 2 more with a clean double by Josh Atkinson.
2-run double for Atkinson. And it is 7-4 Lightning.
Might be a little bit much for the Bombers to overtake, as Kyle Lohman up to bat now with a runner in scoring position.
Still only 1 out.
That's the one thing about the Bombers. They got to tighten that type of stuff up if they're going to be in the same chat with like the Vaders and the Ones, elite teams, Vipers,
I
all
think
these
that,
guys.
I think that I think that's kind of a head scratcher. I'm not really sure why Jake Shirley's not out there. He's very, very good outfielder. A lot of range.
And Lohman goes yard for his 3rd. Is that his 3rd home run of the game?
The Lightning are rolling, Trench.
He's got like 2 home runs, 2 triples. This dude is on fire right now. And the Lightning just put this one away big time.
But may I remind you,
Do it.
weeks ago, the Bombers had an extra inning game. In the 7th inning, the Cajuns took a 5-run lead. And you know what happened, Trench?
What?
The Bombers came all the way back to win that game. So they've been here before. The last time they were in this situation, they actually won the game, and they know that.
Lohman with a 6 RBI game. Grand slam, 2-run shot. He's doing everything right now for the Lightning. Bruce going.
It's another ball to center field. Still nobody out there playing for him.
That's right. We coined that game the Cajun collapse. And you're right. Lohman is on fire right now. And it looks like we might be going to a rubber match. That should be out number 2. You got to.
That's. Oh, no,
You could
Trench.
see Alex Fernandez just put his hands up.
No. He's got to turn around on that backpedaling. I thought he was a baseball coach.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to take any lessons from his little.
Oh, no, he's a
coaching
hitting coach. He's a hitting coach.
Oh. Here's Tim Riley that got them started with that RBI, sack RBI.
Sacrifice fly.
Yeah,
That's what they call that.
sacrifice fly. And then a tink. Oh, man.
Oh, Riley almost takes a swing at that one. Only 33 miles per hour.
Man, errors and bad play are infectious in this league.
Errors just always seem to come around to score. It seems like every single time. Obviously, it's not, but it seems like it.
Yeah, it just feels like it. You know, and this was a series for the Bombers to make a statement, and they had this game on lockdown.
I think the Lightning
early.
are the ones making the statement, Trench.
Yeah. I'm just talking about as far as like in the standings. The Bombers are like, listen, come out here. Let's get a sweep. We'll be 16-11.
Yeah, I believe the Bombers tied for third going into tonight.
Now they're going to be.
If they can get the series win, I think all will be well in the Bombers camp.
Yeah, that game 3 is going to be huge. Make sure you stay tuned in for that one as we are in extra innings. The Lightning striking all over the place.
You hear Kyle Lohman saying to Anthony Michael, let's go. I want to hit again.
Of course he does.
He wants more.
Why wouldn't you when you're on fire like that? And that's going to be... Oh, no, and it
Into
looks
the
like...
wall. Second and third. 2 runs are going to come across.
And a little late to
Runnalls
take
will
out.
score anyway, so that doesn't add a run.
What an addition, Anthony Michael, to the Lightning. This dude has solidified his spot on the Lightning Wiffle Ball Club. (11-4).
Still only 1 out, Trench.
This is incredible. They scored 7 runs this inning? It was 4-4, wasn't it?
It was. That's why we're in the extra inning. Got to be tied just to be here.
Yeah, you got to feel for Lonell out there. When it rains, it pours.
Yeah, expect to see Shirley in the outfield for Game 3.
I wouldn't be surprised if Lohman hits a 3-run shot right here.
Why would you be surprised by anything this guy does?
Man, that'd be incredible. A grand slam in the game, a 3-run shot, a 2-run shot.
And Sansone in the chat, 11 unanswered runs. The Bombers had 4. They were up 4-0 before that Lohman grand slam. So the Lightning on an 11-0 run right now in this game.
Lohman, player of the week? He's on pace. He's feeling it.
He said goodbye before he swung at that.
Wow.
Did you hear that, Trench? I think he said goodbye before he made contact.
He's just locked in. I don't care, man. He's player of the week for me. Unbelievable.
Goodbye.
Kyle Lohman.
Goodbye.
This dude is amazing.
And look at seeing the
You see
replay. Bruce
Bruce.
with his hands on his head. He can't believe what just happened. Bruce thought he was the best hitter on the Lightning.
Oh, man, this inning is nasty. One more run, and this game's going to be mercy. And right now, J-Lo, she's loving on the Shroopies. That's what she calls Kyle Lohman. She calls him Shroopy.
The Lightning now up by 10 runs, and if they score 1 more, that's ball game. The Bombers won't even get to hit.
Would this be the most runs scored ever?
In an extra inning,
Innings? Oh my
in an extra
God.
inning, absolutely. I think they're already well past that, Trench.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just going to give him player of the week right now. You hit a grand slam, a 3-run bomb, and a 2-run bomb in the same game. Has anybody ever hit
Was
a
it the
home
same
runs?
inning?
Has anybody hit a cycle of home runs?
The home run cycle, he's a solo shot away, right?
That would be a first time. That'd be a first time ever in PLW.
I think so. I think
Home run
it's gotta
cycle?
be. Well, I believe, I don't want to toot my own horn, but I'm the only PLW player to hit 4 home runs in a single game, and it wasn't the cycle.
Man,
The home run cycle.
the Lightning are feeling it.
So is he a solo shot away from the home run cycle?
Yes.
There's no way he can get it done. He can't get back up. Unless the Bombers come all the way back to tie it at 14-14.
What if they walked it to?
I don't think there's any way Kyle can get back up, because if they score another run, the game's over.
Can
and
he
if they
pinch
get
hit some?
they make another out.
Can we get him up there and pinch him? What a collapse by the Bombers. Somebody make a play, please. And there it is. The Bombers are going to have to tack on 10 this inning to stay alive and go into the top of the 8th. But
And if they score 11, they win. Could you imagine that, being down by 10 in extras?
man, what a humongous inning by Kyle Lohman, who single-handedly is just destroying
And it
the
looks
Bombers.
like it looks like the Lightning are going back to Dave Seifert,
Yeah, you don't
strike thrower, big time.
He's been around the league for quite a long time. Dave Seifert jumping from team to team.
Taco League standout.
Yeah, looks like he found a nice home here in Lightning World.
Yeah, former Bomber as well. Dave Seifert used to play for the Bombers.
I mean, he played for a lot of ball clubs.
Yeah, but I think he was on the Bombers perhaps the longest.
And Big Bang saying, rest in peace to the people that picked the Bombers.
You see Kirby Bucket running into Seifert right there, looks like Kirby Bucket's a Bombers fan, I think. He seems angry.
Tom, what's the feeling in the dugout right now of the Bombers?
I was going to say before, when the Lightning were scoring runs, that, it's not a big deal. We've been here before, Cajun collapse. But they're down by 10, and I'm hitting the panic button if I'm Alex Hernandez.
Mateo
Just kidding.
Takes one of those away immediately.
Can I unhit the panic button? And it looks like the Bombers.
Wait a minute. The Bombers got the rally caps on.
You ever heard of uh-oh? Because this is uh-oh right here. I think you got to put Seifert on a short leash. Something tells me the Bombers are not done.
What a good hit. Trevor Bauer in the box now.
Good lead, Trevor. Let's go.
Right now, the Bombers are going to try to get as many walks and well-hit balls, of course. We got to get runners on the bags.
Rips that one. And it's like we said about the Bombers in game one, kind of throwing their back of their rotation out there to try to give the Lightning momentum. But now you see the Lightning doing it, putting Dave Seifert up there. And
gotta close it out, Tom.
They're giving the Bombers momentum that they can carry into game three.
Yeah, we were talking about it. The Lightning rode that momentum into game two. It's paid off here. Now you're going to give the momentum possibly back to the Bombers.
Right back to them, yeah.
Going into game number 3, I think it's poor management by both teams.
Because the Lightning could still win this game, but if they give up 4 or 5 runs here, suddenly the Bombers are going to be a lot more confident, and game 3 could be scary.
Yeah, head down. Now your head's elevated, thinking about game number 3. Let's go take care of them. And
a quick 1-2-3 inning, and the Bombers have their heads down, and they might come out flat in game 3, but it's already too late for that.
You know, imagine this game ends like 14-10 or something like that, or they have to bring in Purdy again to ice it, and he gives up a couple runs.
Yeah, I mean, if they have to bring Purdy back in anyway, it's a disaster because the whole point of putting Seifert in is to save an inning.
Yeah, I think you have to go Loman, no?
I mean, if it gets to that point, I feel like you've got to go with Purdy. You got to get the win. You got to get the win that's in front of you. But Seifert, he's got a scowl on his face. He's looking to close this down. Gets that one to pop right back to him. Boom, boom.
Needed that big time.
Just 2 more outs.
All right, Sears, let's go. Come on, Jay.
Here's Justin.
Angry Justin.
Yeah, this is the angry Justin.
Oh, no, he has a smile on his face.
Nope, that's also too spicy.
Too spicy, as Mateo says.
2-1 count. Another ball in the turf.
And Grenier ahead in the count. Good patient approach at the plate.
Yeah, I'm probably taking right here. Yeah, easy.
That's walk number 1.
And if I'm Lonell, I don't know if I'm swinging the bat until I see a strike.
I don't know, at the same time, you almost want to keep Seifert in the game. Who do you think they go to next?
I think it's going to be Runnalls or Loman. Or is it Chad? Maybe Chad comes in.
Oh, right at Atkinson. What a great play.
Out number 2. They're 1 away from taking game number 2 as Alex Fernandez up to bat right now.
This ball is a line drive that just kept floating on there out to the left fielder. Good hard hit by Simmons, but nothing to show for it. 2 on, 2 out.
We have some intel that Justin is a little bit under the weather, not feeling too hot, had a long day of work coming to the field.
Good. Let's go.
2-1 count. Bottom of the 7th. The Lightning put up 10 runs in the top of the 7th. 6 of those by Loman himself.
This has been an absolute roller coaster of a game, Trench. And we may not be done.
They're one ball away from bringing in another pitcher, but I think the Lightning are looking pretty good.
9-run lead.
Foul ball.
Right there, you're on it.
The feeling of it right now is like it's 14-13.
Yeah.
Isn't it? For the Lightning out there, they want to win this one so bad. And that should be the game for...
Tim Riley makes the play, and that's going to be the W for the Lightning. They take game 2, and we're going to head to a rubber match in game 3. This was just an absolute wild roller coaster of a game, Trench. The Lightning scored 10 runs in the top of the 7th. I mean, let's just talk about this game.
Yeah, I mean, they were down 4-0 early, came back, Kyle Loman grand slam, ties it up.
And then no more runs until extras.
No more runs till extras, and then they tack on 10 in the top of the 7th. You don't see that much, but we're going to go into a game number 3. Where's the momentum? It's still in the Lightning side.
Absolutely. I think the Bombers got a little something going, but they didn't have a big inning there. I mean, they scored 1 run. The home run from Mateo to lead off the inning, made it seem like they were maybe going to have a big inning, but then they sort of cooled off, and Dave Seifert was able to shut them down, provide some valuable innings for the Lightning. I think, all the acquisitions for the Lightning are really looking great right now. Anthony Michael and Dave Seifert.
For sure. Even Kyle Baker got in on the mix in game number 1, I believe.
Yeah,
we're going to go into a game number 3, Tom. 15 seconds. Listen, PLW Nation, welcome back. We're going into game number 3. What a performance by the Lightning. Game number 2, as we aforementioned, that they scored 10 runs in the top of the 7th to ice the Bombers. The Bombers looked good early, couldn't pull it out, but we're going into this game number 3. We got Mateo for the Bombers on the mound.
Who do you think we've got as the starter for the Lightning? Likely Dave Seifert or Chad Phillips?
I think we're going to see Chad Phillips come out here in game number 3, short leash in it.
Absolutely. I believe Loman and Purdy combined have more than 6 innings. So
yeah, I mean, Loman,
I think it doesn't matter who's starting here for the Lightning, they're going to have a short leash with those innings left for Purdy. And Loman looked fantastic in game 2.
Yeah, there was a couple errors right there.
Obviously, it was overshadowed by how well he hit the ball, but he was dealing. I mean the 4 runs were given up early, but then he settled down and just really shut the Bombers out until Purdy took the ball.
Get the player of the week after 3 games. He already has enough numbers after 2 games.
And we've still got 6 innings to play, Trench.
Wow, he might put up some electrifying numbers, maybe even record-breaking numbers for the Lightning. Man, how many RBIs does he have already?
A lot. He
had 2 triples.
Has he got 4 home runs? Or 3 home runs?
I think he's got 4, maybe 3, but a lot. He's got a lot.
He's got more than me.
But, yeah, we're probably going to see Chad or Kyle on the mound. Why not Kyle?
Kyle started game 2.
Oh, he started game 2. That's right.
Yep, got to have a different starter each game here in Premier League, WIFFLE. But the starters only got to face 3 batters before you can take them out. Or if they walk the first 2 batters, like Chad did intentionally one time, you technically only have to face 2 batters if they are both walks. So expect a short leash from the Lightning as their number 1 and number 2 pitchers are both dealing.
And
they both have innings left.
You're going to see the guy that's doing it all right now, Kyle Loman, and it's good to see him in the limelight. A superstar in the making, Kyle Loman. Remember, he's part of the founding father teams, as that was a home run pitch 55 down the pipe. That could have went dead center for that solo shot and maybe complete the home run cycle, at least in a 3-game series. There's no doubt in my mind he's going to hit a home run this game.
There's some doubt in my mind. I'm not going to lie. The Bombers have a great pitching staff, and it seems like that wind has settled down a little bit. It doesn't seem like the ball is going to be carrying quite as much. Obviously, no wind against it.
I don't care. Whatever you just said, I don't care. He's going to hit a home run this game.
And it looks like the Bombers also, with a defensive substitution, they have put Jake Shirley out there in center field, replacing Lonell Simmons. A couple of errors at the end of that game. Obviously not really deciding the game as the Lightning really went off, but...
Well, they kind of went off after that.
Yeah, he did leave the door open for them.
I think they could have got out of the inning only giving up 1.
Lohman down on strikes, chases 56, shaking his head. Obviously, you hit 3-4 home runs, and you feel like you can hit anything out of the park. And Mateo takes advantage.
The one thing you don't want to do if you're Kyle Lohman is overplay. You know?
Slow roller. Yuson grounds out to third.
Are the Bombers going to be able to respond after getting pummeled?
I think yes. I think the best part of the Lohman Grand Slam last game is that Big Al went up and said something to Max in between pitches. And the next pitch was a game-tying Grand Slam.
Is this your phone?
It is.
Yeah. I sent something to you, Greg. Yeah, they're going to have to respond in a big way. But right now, ahead of the count, 1 and 2. 2 outs.
Al, you're my boy. Don't be doing that over there. 1-2.
Zoe said, iced his son. Oh, man. Yeah, does it go back from Big Al going to the pitcher's mound?
I mean, if he says walk him there, it could be a totally different game. Maybe they don't get 4, they never tie the game, and it doesn't even go to extras.
Cody Runnalls taking an early walk for the Lightning. And Anthony Michael, he's been putting his bat together for his new team, acquired from the Cajuns in a big-time trade. As we're hanging tough, right around 530, 550 viewers. That might be the most points or runs the Lightning have ever scored as a ball club, I think.
You may be right. I don't think they've ever got to 15.
Yeah, I don't think they've mercied a team.
They practically did there. 14-5 final.
Man, lopsided.
What a catch!
I thought that was down for sure, but Max double deucing it over there, goes to the floor. Now that's a respective dive floor move right there. Chad does that on routine plays.
Great
That's
play
how you
by
go to the
Max.
ground, like that.
Max did a great job. That ball just kind of hung up for him, and that's one of those plays where you almost dive, not even really thinking you're going to get there, and then the ball hangs up for you.
The great thing about that play as well, if he does dive and kind of misses it there, it might be a clean single, runner scores from first. That does happen sometimes.
Just getting a hand on that saves a run.
Yeah. Very easy to miss that altogether, as Cody Runnalls is taking the mound for the Lightning. And I was talking to Cody about a week and a half ago, and he felt like he let his ball club down when he got on the mound and gave up a couple hits and a couple walks, and the other team scored some runs. So look for a little bit of redemption here from Runnalls.
Cody Runnalls, one of the guys that shows up early, gets here around 4 o'clock, sometimes a few times a week to get extra work in during those open field hours. And, you know, he may be a rookie, but he's got the work ethic of someone that's really into this league. He's as dedicated as they come, really. I mean, he's got that top tier of a guy that's going to show up to every single game. He's going to show up for practice. He's going to want to get better, and that's
You know what he
something
also
the Lightning really like about him.
He also shows up to be part of the stream team. And
Absolutely.
that makes me have even more respect when a player is like all in, wants to be part of it.
He went from an undrafted rookie, or gets drafted this season, and now he's already a core member of the umpiring crew. It feels like.
Yeah, he knows his stuff, and he's out there with a wiffle ball, a Lightning club that put together a win. They're trying to get out of that last place slot.
And if they win this game, Trench, if they win this game, that's 2 series wins in a row. And if it's just something we talk about all the time. If you build that momentum, they're going to get a lot more confidence going into their next series. Especially against a very talented Bombers team. This Bombers team is no joke. They are almost a lock to make the playoffs. They have really looked good this season. Big screwball there from Runnalls. Able to get Fernandez to chase, rolls over, grounded to third.
Remember last year, they almost got through us to make the championship game. Came up a little bit short. Obviously we took it, but...
Yeah, Trevor Bauer hit a home run in the 4th or the 5th, and I'll be honest, Trench, I saw that. I watched that ball go over the fence, and I thought maybe our season was over.
I'm not going to lie. I was a little bit nervous, too, but I knew the Vipers had it in them, and I'm glad we took a chip. But... this season, I don't feel like they're in full form.
Purdy off the strike zone.
Do you know how many times that strike zone has bailed out people that the ball would have hit?
How many
the turf?
times tonight?
A few.
I'm not sure that ball makes it to the backstop without hitting that strike zone, but good on Purdy for hitting that zone.
You got to remember, I am reading in the chat right now, the Bombers are also missing Hollywood. Hollis Hale.
Hollis really coming into his own, too. He looked great in his last couple series. Starting to hit the ball hard. The weather's getting warmer, and the ball's starting to carry, so that's something that Hollis is definitely happy to see.
Yeah, so normally, instead of a Lonell or Jake down there, who would be in that 6th spot? Let's just say it was Hollis.
Whoever it is, it's not. And Big Al. Big Al's kind of an underrated hitter. Sometimes he struggles and goes into slumps, but when Big Al hits the ball, it goes over the fence a lot.
Yeah. But they're going to have to tighten up. They have the squad to do it.
Yep. Big Al's back is already tightened up.
You could see Cody really pumped up about getting out of that inning.
Big inning. And Cody's really starting to put it together as a pitcher, and that's something that the Lightning desperately need, especially after trading Daniel Devlin away.
When you're a pitcher here in the PLW, when you get out of an inning, no runs, or if you just gave up one and you're starting to have a little feel-good moment as a pitcher, it really pumps you up. It really,
Absolutely.
really does. Whether you're an elite pitcher or just, mid-reliever,
and
person
regardless of the
save.
score, obviously that was the first inning, 0-0 game, but, even if you're losing the game, having a big inning can really boost your confidence. And then suddenly your team's trying to put you in these high-leverage spots instead of trying to just give you garbage innings.
I thought GK was running out of the dungeon after.
And I'm going to take back what I said earlier about whoever starts this game having a really short leash. I think they're going to ride with Cody Runnalls at least until he gives up a run.
Yeah, and even
because he's had struggles with walking out, so they might have to make a pitching change anyway if he walks out. I think they're going to leave him in until that happens.
Yeah, it depends on how the run comes. Because if it's a solo shot, that happens. If it's 3 hits in a row, now people are seeing it a little bit better. It's Kyle Baker, the new addition to the Lightning.
Using the pull side, the scouting report on this guy is that he likes to go the other way. A lot of teams defend him as if he's a right-handed hitter, but he pulls that one right up the middle, and that's going to be a base hit. Just all these new acquisitions for the Lightning are just really paying off immediately as Purdy finally gets on the board. I believe that's his first base hit of the night.
Yeah, he needed that. I want to go back to Kyle Baker real quick. He has the laziest swing in PLW, but he connects and he gets on base. It's good for him as Loman.
We've got a poll in the chat. Best Lightning player nickname. Chad Sparkles Phillips already running away with it.
I like that, Kyle. Whoa, man.
Bauer Power. He's on the Bombers, but you can vote for him if you want. Bruce the Juice, Kyle Whoa, man, and Dirty Purdy.
Way out ahead of that one.
Maybe Trevor Bauer's going to be traded to the Lightning. This poll makes me think that. Best Lightning player nickname, Bauer Power. Maybe there's a deal we don't know about. And
Man.
a double. Lohman only a double that time.
I just can't believe what I'm seeing. He's scoring every run for the Lightning. Big power hitter. He's seeing the ball well. This is one of the best performances you'll see as a player, no doubt.
And I know I said this already about Runnalls, but Kyle Lohman, another guy that tries to get out here around 4 o'clock, get extra swings in, a core member of the stream team. He is always here early, getting things set up, ready to go. And he's trying to get his extra work in, too. Kyle, one of the more dedicated players in the league, if not the most.
Yeah, it's really paying off for man. He's got like 10 RBIs or something.
If he hits a couple more home runs, we might have to start calling him Kyle Howe, man.
This is a deep shot. And that's gone, and the juice is loose. 2-run jam shot by Bruce the Juice Uson as he's going to take those Cavs around third base. And the
Extends
Lightning,
on that one, opposite field, sneaks over the fence. And the juice is on the loose, Trench.
Oh, man. He's saying, let it rain. I want to thank Kate Boo for the subscription right on cue. There's those Cavs. Basically take up the whole screen. We're going to have to zoom out to get both of them in the shot.
Yeah, I wonder what Bruce's BMI is.
It's like 6 wiffle ball bats is one calf.
Only 6? You sure?
Per calf.
Very excited. This weekend, I'm playing with Bruce at a tournament in California based on the Golden Stick Yard rules. Going to see a couple of the Kingsman guys out there. Randy Dalby. Going to look to finally beat Randy Dalby at a tournament outside PLW.
Has
we have
anybody
not done
ever
it yet.
done that?
Not from PLW. No, we are 0-3 against Randy, but that's all in fast pitch tournaments where Randy throws 95 with his frame. And hits walk-off triples off of us. But this is going to be the first medium pitch tournament we face Randy in. So hopefully we have the upper hand in medium pitch, as Randy is primarily a fast pitch guy.
I got good news and bad news, Tom.
What's the bad news?
I'll give you the good news first. The good news is I'm if the Lightning do pull this one out, I'm happy for their squad.
So what's the bad news?
Is we're going to have to hear from Chad Sparkle Phillips.
For the rest of the season?
Yes, big time. Our, chats are going to be lit up about how he made
We
all
match
these
up so well against the Bombers. He's already saying it.
Oh, man. And he's going to win this best Lightning player nickname.
What is it, Reiner? Reiner.
I think it would have hit the cone, but it was real close. Glenn, did you have it hitting the cone there? He was over the cone.
Let's see if we have a replay here. Maybe not.
Real close. I'm gonna look at the replay, and if it's fair, it's a hit.
Yeah, what happens there? I mean, you need a...
I've got that as a foul ball. I'm not sure if anyone called it fair, but...
You always have to play it as if... When it's close like that, you have to play it as a fair ball. If I'm Alex Fernandez,
and
I'm
it looks
throwing
like
it to the backstop.
looks like the call on the field is fair. And the umpires are going to go down and find out that they don't have a replay.
No. It was close, and I think if you're a defender, you got to make the play as if it's always fair if it's close like that.
Absolutely.
And
Fair
Alex
ball.
Fernandez is not happy about this at all. Oh, man.
I'll be more vocal. That's on me. I had the arm up, but I'll be more vocal.
And it looks like Briner had his arm up as a fair ball, but just wasn't vocal enough for Alex.
I don't know, you still got to make that throw, just in case.
Nothing going right for the Bomber squad right now.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like they can catch a break right now. And And the Bombers still kind of dwelling on that play as you hear them kind of chatting with each other. It seems like they got to move on to the next one. If he's still thinking about that play, he might miss the next one. And you see Big Al agreeing with me, says, let's go, next play.
Gets him on some inside cheese right there for out number 2. As Kyle Baker up to bat once again. And he's sneaky. Loved him in the tryouts. Drafted by the Night Owls. Didn't work out there. And the Lightning, they come after him.
2 things I like about Baker is that, A, he uses the whole field.
Mm-hmm.
B, he almost has that sort of Leday thing about him where, except for chasing pitches like that, where he doesn't swing very hard. So he's really trying to aim his hits, I think.
Yeah, once he starts monitoring those outside bad pitches.
Yeah, the ones that are way 2 feet outside.
Yeah, he just hasn't seen a lot of game time
quite
yet.
And he's facing one of the league leaders in strikeouts. I mean, Max Fernandez is no joke.
And look at that. Chad Sparkle Phillips leads the poll. And I think it was that graphic that really gets people all pumped up. There he is. He looks like the man right there. Like he's doing the right things as a manager, owner of
overseeing his team.
Been working out with Bruce, it looks like.
Got some supplements from Bruce's medicine cabinet.
We have a lot of fun. I hope the people at home enjoy some of the things that we do as a stream team. We are always trying to make it a fun time as you guys tune in Monday through Friday, 6 p.m.
Yeah, we've got 511 viewers. I wonder how many of those viewers are going to be watching all 5 nights this week. It's got to be
40.
It's got to be, what, 173?
I'm going to say more. I'm going to go like 40%. Almost
240?
Yeah, I'm going to say half these guys are coming in every single night, watching it as Max deals right there. But the Lightning,
see you later,
are really putting it to the Bombers. And remember, the Bombers lost 2 of 3 to the Vaders. They're well on their way to possibly losing 2 out of 3 to the Lightning. Not a good 6-game stretch if you're a Bombers fan.
Yeah, the Bombers on a little bit of a skid. Momentum is a huge thing out here. You're only as good as your last series, though.
Yeah, and
so as long as they can bounce back, if they win this series, I think everything's okay. Whoever wins this game right here is going to go home happy.
Oh, of course, you're going to win the series. The great thing and not so great thing, whichever way it goes, whether you win the series or not. You win the series, okay, we play next week. When you lose a series, it feels like a month.
Especially, this is a Monday game.
Oh.
The Lightning play on Fridays. So if they're home next week, they don't get to play until next Friday.
Imagine losing the series and you have to wait.
Even if you win, you have to wait that long and you almost forget about the previous series by the time you play again.
No, you're not. Well, you're not forgetting as much.
Yes, if you win, you don't forget. If the Lightning lose this game, it's almost a good thing.
It hurts. It feels like you're going through the off season. Especially after, you took a series loss against the Vaders last week. Good bat pull down by Max as that was about to hit it. It's good to see Cody throwing some strikes as that's going to fill up to count to 3-2.
Trench, I got a bold prediction.
And go.
Cody Runnalls is going to throw a complete game.
Okay. I could go with you there.
One hopper to Purdy. See you later. And it just seems like he's filling up the zone. He's always had the stuff. It's the walkout that's been killing him. I don't think he's going to walk out of this start.
Yeah, there's focus written all over his face. You could see it. Definitely has that screwball as well.
Screwball, slider, fastball. And he's got a fast-looking 55 as well.
I like him.
Runnalls showing a lot of tools right now.
Yeah, and Chad's been high on Runnalls for quite some time.
55. Really starting to put it together right now.
He's starting to feel it.
Looks like Kansas wins basketball game. I think that's the NCAA championship.
So it's not wiffle ball?
Yeah, it's basketball, like the one with the hoops and the dribbling.
Listen to the Lightning out there really pumping up their boy, Cody Runnalls. And if he could get something, this is like a new Lightning squad right now.
The Lightning, they got a little bit of swagger right now. I've never seen this from the Lightning. No, I didn't see it all last season.
When would you ever see it?
Exactly. Now is when we're going to see it. And Runnalls, he's doing that little in the zone walk off the field. You seeing that?
Yeah, when you're feeling it on the mound, all the noise.
Look at that. He took a few steps to the middle of the, he just was walking right toward the bench without going to where the door is.
All the noise is tuned out. When you're focused as a pitcher and you're pitching well and you're hitting your zones, hitting your spots, nothing else matters but your pitches at that moment.
The Lightning might have a new Game 1 starter on their hands.
I like it. I mean, they're finally getting some run production, and that's what they've been lacking all year long. It's been, that's why Bruce's shoulders are so big. He's basically been carrying the team, and now Lohman's alleviating it a little bit. Anthony Michael, Kyle Baker, of course, Cody Runnalls.
The Lightning are rolling right now. The Lightning...
They finally brought in some thunder.
They're putting hits together. They're stringing hits together. They're not leaving as many guys on base. At the beginning of tonight, even, it seemed like they were just the same old Lightning leaving runners in scoring position. But guess what? They're converting now.
Yeah, their conversion rate very high. Game 2 and 3. As Lohman still on fire.
Right through the hole, and he does that same little skip.
How many hits does he have? Like 9?
He's in the zone. Kyle Lohman, look for Kyle Lohman on that Player of the Week graphic, because he's the early favorite. Obviously, only one day so far this week.
He'd really have to put up some monster numbers to beat that.
Yeah, we got 4 more nights for people to have chances.
Yeah, no doubt. I want to congratulate Decal, Derek Corral from the Legends.
He had an absolute shellacking last series. Did he hit 6 home runs?
Was it 6?
It felt like 6. It might not have actually been 6, but it felt like he hit 6 home runs.
Whatever it was, I'm thankful for it.
Looks like we got another poll.
What's the poll? Will Lightning make the playoffs? Is that what it's going to say? It does. No, and they're saying tonight is a fluke.
Actually, that side's not my call.
And it looks like No is winning. No's running away with that poll. No respect for the Lightning in the chat. None. If they have Cody Runnalls throwing strikes, they have Anthony Michael getting extra base hits.
Is there enough games?
And they have if they have Kyle Baker getting on base, I mean, the sky's the limit for this Lightning team. If they can fire on all cylinders like they did tonight, more than every once in a while. If this becomes the regular Lightning team, look out, Trench.
Yeah, because if they win this game, they'll be for here.
Yeah, for that hit, right or left side.
I didn't see.
I have a terrible angle for it up here. Looks like left. What's that left side? It looks like left on the replay.
If they win this game, they'll be what, 9-18?
I believe so. And see you later. Cody Runnalls, welcome to the party. Hits that one off the pine tree about halfway up. Oh my goodness. Let's see this one again.
What is happening?
See you later. Bye-bye. Runnalls hits that one into the second deck if we had one.
Yeah,
Jeez.
helping himself out. He is focused, man. This is a new Lightning squad.
We got an angry Runnalls tonight.
I
thought Angry Grenier was going to be the player to watch this series, but Angry Runnalls.
I told Chad, I go, dude, Lohman, Michael, Runnalls, the Juice. You guys are looking good. That's a good 4 squad there.
I think some votes are going to start coming in for yes, they're good in that poll, guys. Come on. Put some respect on the Lightning name.
Roll over.
Ball.
Nice loud call from the umpire that time, as we had a controversy on the earlier play.
And people are saying that the Lightning might win it all. You know what you might see this game, Tom? You might see Sparkles grab a bat if this gets out of hand.
I think you're right, Trench.
I think there's going to be he's going to be in the 7th spot at some point. And this might be, Tom, if there was ever a series for Sparkles to hit a home run, it would be this one.
Almost everyone else on his team has hit a home run tonight, so would love to see him get in on the party. Chad has not even hit a home run in BP, folks. Chad has never hit a home run on this field with a yellow bat. I think he did it once with the big, long moonshot bat in Lob League back in 2018.
No, did he?
Purdy, I think, got a base hit in his last at bat. Got off the schneid a little bit.
Yeah, and remember Purdy kind of having a down year offensively. If his bat could get going, he's
got a lot of pop when he hits the ball. It's just sometimes he just I think he's a little bit too aggressive at the plate. And he hits the ball hard and gets out more than anyone in the league, it feels like.
A lot of people saying tonight is a fluke, but not after a bunch of people saying, yeah, they are good. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to look at the schedule. You guys want to know what the schedule is the next time the Lightning play?
Take a look at the strength of schedule for the Lightning. I feel like they've played a lot of good teams so far this season.
Friday nights, they will be playing the Cajuns.
And they have to wait until next Friday for that game.
Here's why you mark this one on your calendar. Anthony Michaels, former team, the Cajuns.
Devlin Daniel probably going to be pitching against the Lightning. It's going to be a it's going to be a sight to see.
And then the Bombers, they got to face the Ones on
That's a Monday.
On Monday.
So the Bombers get to play a week from today. The Lightning play a week from Friday. The Lightning have what feels like a 2-week layoff.
So the Bombers, no easy task for them. Next Monday, they got to face the Ones. As Alex Fernandez needs to get something going for his squad. I mean,
55. Cody Runnalls is in the zone right now, Trench.
Kyle or Chad or somebody that's very knows stats and analytics and numbers and percentages would probably, what would be the percentage, like realistically, that the Lightning make the playoffs?
28%.
You think it's like right around 30%?
I think so. I'm going to go 28% final answer. That's not high. That's less than a third chance.
Even at 9-18?
Yeah.
And then they have to face the
55. Did you see that screwball? 28%, right. Trench. 28%.
Now it's 29 after that screwball hit the pan at 55.
Nasty. Cody Runnalls is finding it right now.
Sometimes you get a little cocky and you do a little something, sidestepping it.
Up 0-2, trying to have some fun. First time he's cracked a smile all game.
I think he did that out of respect for Mateo.
Yeah, he tried to Mateo. He tried to do that little sidestep pitch that Mateo often does. 56. Heartbreaker.
Full count. Bottom of the third. Bombers down by 7. 1 out here. I want to thank all 500 plus of our viewers as Cody loses Mateo right there.
And that's walk number 1. Looks like my bold prediction is extra bold now that he has a walk.
Yeah, 3 seasons, 3 different winners. It went Snappers, Ones, Vipers.
That's right. And this is
question
season 4.
Mark.
Yep. Who will win season 4? Will there be the first repeat champion, or will a new team emerge?
Wow.
What do you think, Trench? Your Legends have been looking good the last few weeks.
Yeah, I mean, we've put together like a complete ball club. I still like your team, the Vipers, to possibly repeat.
Ones, another team that could come back?
I think it's going to come down to, yeah, I mean, it's going to be 4 or 5 teams in there for sure, but.
Yeah, 5 teams make the playoffs, so I think once we get to playoff time, any of those 5 teams is going to have a chance. I mean, a 54-game season, a lot can happen, but in a 3-game series, we could see upsets. I mean, crazier things have happened. And the rules of this league are really set up so that anybody can beat anybody, as we're seeing right now. The Bombers are at the top of the standings and the Lightning down in the basement.
Yeah, and the ones...
And a strikeout looking from Runnalls. He's pumped up again. He's back to in the zone, Cody. He's going to throw a complete game, I think.
The ones are the favorite right now.
Absolutely. First in the league. The Vaders up there with them. I think they may have the same record as the ones.
Yeah, I mean, nobody's really talking about the Vaders that much, but with that powerhouse squad plus some pitching out of Billy, which is, man, the dude's almost like an automatic win when he starts.
The Vaders are a scary team. Who knows? The Vaders could be the first repeat champions if they win 2 in a row.
Are the Cajuns going to sneak in there?
I think the Cajuns are favored to make the playoffs at this point. We're almost at that middle of the season, mid-season power rankings time as Max hits one through the hole. That's going to be a base hit first and second.
Here's Justin, 2 runners on.
Still 2 out, though.
Game far, far from over. Some people are predicting the ones versus the legends.
That'll be a heck of a series.
Would that be the first time a player goes back-to-back?
Yes. You'd be the first 2-time champion. Only you, if the legends won.
No,
You'd be the only person with 2 PLW championships.
that'd be amazing.
And if Adam makes another trade at the deadline, he could be the only player with 2 championships.
Yeah, I like your squad, man. You guys are going to put it together.
Yeah, especially with Jordan Keegan really starting to find his own.
Yeah.
Kenny McDowell's been throwing strikes on the mound.
You guys have a big series coming up, I believe.
We played the Warbirds tomorrow, as that's going to bloop in. Bruce Uson makes the catch, ranging all the way out from the fence to make that play just beyond the infield.
How?
That's going to end the inning. Look how far Bruce ranges to make that play. What a catch.
I mean, he's like 240 pounds of pure grit, running like a 4.20 40.
That's a big man moving fast.
Man. I love it. We got to pull up the better jersey. Maybe after that poll, who's going to be in the championship? That should be a good poll. I think a lot of people get a rise out of that one if we haven't done that quite yet. I want to thank everybody for staying in tune with us here in the 3rd game right here, Hideaway Field in Las Vegas. And there tomorrow night, the Warbirds, Jim Dodo's taking on Tom Gannon, the man to my right, who currently left the booth to grab a hot cocoa. Sand Vipers, and they're in full form, looking pretty good. And who do we have here? A quick trip
Hello, Trench.
by J-Lo, and immediately your man is up to bat. Tell me about how it looks from the sideline as your man is putting on an epic performance.
Amazing. I
think it's going to be a little bit more than a microwave dinner tonight, J-Lo.
Don't worry, he gets taken care of.
Oh, my. I think he heard you. We need to see a solo shot out of this dude. And that will complete the home run cycle. He's hit a grand slam. He's hit a 3-run bomb, a 2-run shot. Is there a solo shot left in him? And he wanted it. He wanted to produce for Top Heavy Productions for sure.
Trench. Oh, Tom's back.
That's Bruce, the
All right.
juice.
The fans were asking for a J-Lo booth takeover, so I had to come in
some
for a
love
second.
up top. She's
Love you
looking
guys.
beautiful as always as the juice. Up to bat right now.
Sorry, Trench, I had to make a quick trip over to the Wiz Palace. What did I miss?
You missed J-Lo.
Well, I saw her.
Oh, Bruce with a cut. It's going to be a 1-2 count. Fletcher not happy with the camera. They are all over the Bombers this game. You might be right. Cody Runnalls might dish out a complete game.
I think we should fly out Fletcher 117 and have him be the cameraman. Have him do Skycam for a night. What do you think about that, Trench?
See what he could do. It's not real easy. It's also not easy to stay within the game.
Well, it's not only that. It's also game 3, and you get kind of tired crouching over that camera. My hands get tight.
Which is the better jersey, you think? The Lightning or is it the Bombers? It's a tight race right now.
I'm going to go Bombers. What do you think, Trench?
I think it's the Lightning because at least there's like a wiffle ball, cracking from a lightning bolt. There looks like there's a little bit of thought in there, a little bit of an explosion. I'm going Lightning here.
Yeah, I know the Bombers' former jerseys, they had the pretty cool, the wiffle ball with the wick coming out as if it was a bomb.
I'm a wiffle ball type guy.
Oh, wow, 50%, 35-35. That poll ends in a tie. Can you believe it?
It's incredible.
So no one has cooler jerseys. And even if your and I votes counted, it's still a tie.
What are we going to do?
We're going to keep broadcasting some wiffle ball, Trench. We got 3 innings left.
Cody Runnalls goes left side
off his foot
Fernandez.
Into the outfield. Is he going to try to get an out? They try to go to second, but I don't think that would have been in time, as that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, if he throws it harder and someone's covering second base, they actually might have had a play there, Trench.
Cody Runnalls is going full beast mode right now as Anthony Michael is up. 2 runners on, 1 out. Here in the top of the 4th, they're trying to pour it on.
Tony Mike. Another big situation here in his young Lightning career.
Bad swing by Michael right there.
Way outside. I'm not sure what Tony Mike was looking for, but it sure as heck wasn't what he got.
Good layoff. Count's going to be full or even, 2-2.
2-2 count. Max Fernandez trying to put the hammer down, misses up top.
It's like they're seeing the ball better all of a sudden. They've put together a really good squad.
You know what it is, Trench?
What?
They've got some level of confidence for the first time all season.
Yeah.
The Lightning had their heads down for 6 weeks. But they're done. They're done with that. I think they've got the makings of a winning ball club right now. Obviously, they've dug themselves a big hole in the standings, but we've seen people climb from further down. I mean, the last team that was in the basement, the Legends, have made a full resurgence, and now everyone thinks you guys are a lock for playoffs. So who's to say the Lightning can't do the same thing? We're not even halfway through this season.
I mean, there's so much more wiffle ball ahead. It could be, and you could lose 3 series in a row and be down in the dumps. You could go from, Bombers sitting at 13-11
nothing is set.
to 7th place.
Yeah,
you never know.
Nothing is set. The standings are so tight right now. I think, last place is 4.5 games back of first or something crazy like that.
I think it's more than that, but
it is more than that. I'm trying to be dramatic, Trench. Thanks for stopping me.
it's like there's like the top 6 teams, then there's like 7, 8, 9, 10 are kind of just battling a little bit.
Yep. Well, no, it's the top 2. The Vaders and the Ones are kind of running away with it, and then you've got the Lightning and the Warbirds, I think, down in the basement.
Lightning, Warbirds, Snappers.
But 3 to 7 is so tight.
Yeah, like 1.
3 to 7 is maybe 3 games that separating them.
You know what we could start doing? Maybe we could start having the standings as a graphic so people could see.
Absolutely, especially now that we're at the halfway point in the season.
GK is going to like that little idea. Give me a thumbs up in the chat if you like that idea. You got it. So when we're talking about it, people could see, what's going on there, so they could get a better recognition, especially if you're a visual person. And imagine Chad trying to explain that. Oh
boy,
tune right out.
Yeah. Once we get to the last few weeks of the season, Chad will know all the magic numbers.
I don't want to be here
and
for
the different scenarios. If this team wins exactly 1 game for the last 3 series, and then 2 teams win their way out, there's still a chance for the 10th place team to make the playoffs and win the championship. And maybe he's going to be talking about his Lightning squad.
Here's when I lose Chad's friendship. You ready? When he talks about when it gets deeper there and he starts talking about run differential and all that type of stuff, I immediately unfollow.
When it comes down to head-to-head.
I unfollow everything on his account as Jake Shirley up to bat, 1-2 count. See, people are giving the triple thumbs up.
Once you can't follow, you unfollow.
Yeah. Yeah, you got to tap him out. Alex Fernandez.
Oh, and Purdy lets that one get through him. The wiffle ball gods. Are they going to let the Bombers come all the way back?
How many have the Bombers only scored one run in like the last 10 innings? Yeah. They scored 4 in the first, and then I think they scored that one in the bottom of the 7th.
They scored 1 run
in the last 10 innings.
Yeah.
I think people are kind of forgetting about that. Their name are the Bombers.
The Bombers did have a pretty big struggle to start the season. And they're looking like week 2 Bombers right now. First few weeks, I mean, the Bombers have really been carried by their deep pitching rotation. All 3 of the brothers have dealt this season. Pops that one straight. Is that going to make it out? No, it's not.
Tough play.
A lot of spin on that. Tim Riley does a great job sticking with that. That is not an easy play. That was in the air for how many seconds? Let's see. Let's look at the stopwatch. That was in the air for almost 4 seconds. 3.8, I think, is what I saw when he caught the ball.
Yeah, a lot of movement as well.
And the ball's curving on its way to the plate, and you betcha that ball's curving the same way, if not more, on its way down on a fly ball, especially when it's got a lot of spin on it.
Rickster, haven't seen you in here. What's happening? Late edition, just finishing up, about to finish up game number 3 as Runnalls takes care of Trevor Bauer. How do you feel about going into tomorrow night's matchup against the Warbirds, Gannon?
I mean, the Warbirds haven't looked great recently, but that also just means they're hungry. So I just hope that the series that they bounce back on is not against us. But I think we're looking good. I think, the Vipers rookies all look great last series. They were all hitting the ball out of the ballpark. So if we can just carry that over into this series and we play just like we did against the Night Owls, save for maybe that 3rd game, I think we'll be just okay. As we've got another poll in the chat. What do you think the championship matchup is going to be? Ones versus Sand Vipers with the early lead. Vaders versus Night Owls.
Yeah, that one's
Cajuns versus Bombers. Snappers versus Legends. And Lightning versus Warbirds. What do you think?
I mean, I think it's going to be ones, Vipers, Vaders in there somewhere. I'm hoping that our Legends can really put something together.
I think between the ones, the Sand Vipers, and the Vaders, you've got definitely one side of the championship matchup.
Yeah, I think the Legends could sneak in. Possibly, I feel like we're really coming around as a squad. We're balancing out. The bats are starting to get going. Nick Sansone's hip is feeling a lot better, a lot more power in his hits.
Another great play by Trevor Bauer.
It's gonna be a tight race, but who's gonna get into that 5th spot? Is it or 4th spot? Is the Cajuns getting in there?
Yeah, if you sneak into the playoffs in that 4-5 spot, you have a legitimate shot at winning the whole thing. It only takes 2 wins in the wild card series, 2 wins in the semifinals, 3 wins in the finals, as we are expanding to a 5-game championship series this season for the first time. And you see Jake Shirley. Look at how much range he has. Why don't they have him in the outfield every inning, Trench?
Yeah, I mean, that's something that Alex Fernandez is going to have to talk about inside his ball club to shore that up just a little bit.
A great play by Shirley, ranging all the way over to make that play. And I think Shirley should really be in their outfield every inning. I mean, he's probably their best outfielder, including all 3 brothers.
We're not talking about the Night Owls at all. Do you think they could get in there with some of their out-of-town players coming in? They got Mayo. They've got
Dalby. I believe they've got Dalby or Stein at something like 9 of their next 12 series or something like that. Actually, they only have 9 series left. 10 series left. So I think they've got Dalby or Stein almost the rest of the way, and they've got Dalby and Stein a couple of times. If they make the playoffs, I think Dalby and Stein are going to be there for every game.
Oh, man. Watch out for the Night Owls. Those names evoke fear into the rest of PLW, as those guys are very difficult to get hits.
And not to mention Brandon Mayo. Even if they don't have Mayo, they've also got Jason Walker. They've got Josh Towers. I mean, the Lightning, the Night Owls might have the deepest pitching rotation in the league when they're all there.
Here's Cody Runnalls. 2 outs, runner on first, 7-0 Lightning.
And look at that. Snappers versus Legends has a tie for the lead.
They got the Snappers coming all the way back with a healthy Taylor Briner.
Yeah, the Snappers could be a scary team as Taylor gains full strength. Rips that up the middle. That may get to the wall. Looks like a sliding Mateo Fernandez is able to stop that.
Man, Runnalls, Lohman, Anthony Michael.
1, just a single.
Big time stuff.
First and second, 2 outs, and another big spot for Tony Mike, Anthony Michael. The new pickup for the Lightning as he rips that one up the middle. Did Grenier get a piece of it? Doesn't look like it. That's going to be first and third. Bruce Uson comes around from second to score, and it's 8-0 Lightning.
Yeah, and he's starting to bring in, looks like some players, a couple of bench players coming in. Dennis O'Brien, going to get a little action. Like I said earlier.
Is that Chad grabbing a bat?
No.
He's standing next to the bats. He has not grabbed a bat yet. There's 2 outs.
Remember, Andrew Leday let go of Anthony Michael, and he's put himself together a
I think
very
that might have been a foul ball.
good series.
I thought it was a foul ball. Yeah, it hit the knob.
J4, welcome to the show. Thanks for tuning in. This should be an easy play format.
Off the strike zone again. How many of those have we had tonight, Trench?
Incredible, man, that these guys, like Sean Merciel, he hits that thing every single time he throws
feels
it to
like
the
it.
backstop.
Justin Hicks.
Hicks, too.
And that championship matchup poll is almost closed, guys. Get your votes in.
Yeah, it's going to be the Ones versus the Sam Vipers right there.
Just 2 votes ahead of Snappers Legends. And I think if the Legends are facing somebody else, that might get more votes. The Snappers might struggle to make the playoffs this season.
Yeah,
Because even though they have Taylor Briner coming back to that 2 hands of full strength, they also have Shane Weber out.
big matchup Wednesday night, the Ones playing the Legends. So
That's a big series.
that's going to shake some things up. You know, the Ones, Dobbs and his crew, hungry to get back on track after they lost 2 out of 3 to the Lightning last week.
Derek Corral coming up, that big player of the week win. And who did you guys play against last week where he got that player of the week? I'm trying to remember. I think I was the umpire. I feel like I should know this.
Did we play the Bombers?
I
guess I could look at the schedule. We did. We played the Bomber. Or no.
I think you guys played the Bombers when Max won player of the week as he rips that one down the line foul.
Oh, we played the Snappers.
The Snappers, that's right. Decal really taking over that series.
I love that.
Slow grounder to short. Purdy's going to pick that up, throw in time.
I love that the fans at home know better than we do.
Yeah, it's kind of makes us look bad.
I mean, there's so many things going on.
Yeah. But how do they know and we don't know, Trench? That's embarrassing.
They're just locked in. They're tuned in. Oh, the Legends haven't played the Ones or the Vaders. Ooh, that got me right there.
Top 2 teams in the league.
Yeah, those will be some testy opponents.
Yeah, the ones known to get under the skin of their opponents, and the Legends.
We barely have a pulse. What are you talking about?
Well,
Nothing gets under us.
Yeah, well, I mean that's part of why. I mean, I feel like the Legends. I mean, before they picked you up, it felt like when the Legends got down, they were down. But it seems like you've changed that dynamic a little bit on their team.
Yeah, I put a pacemaker back into our club.
Careful when you play the Lightning.
3-2 count against Justin here. Bottom of the fifth, the Bombers still yet to get anything going as Runnalls. What a performance by Runnalls. Goes, 4 1/3?
You know, my bold prediction was wrong, but boy, did he come close.
Good performance. When you go 4+, it's a really...
4 1/3, I mean...
If you go 4+ and you didn't give up any runs, even if you gave up 1 or 2, it's like...
Yeah, Runnalls with a great performance.
Yeah, good for him, proud of him.
I think he's sure to slide into that number 3 spot in the Lightning after tonight.
Yeah, and you could see Jake Purdy immediately on the mound to try to close this one out. He needs 5 outs for the Lightning to go back-to-back series wins against 2 of the better ball clubs in the league.
And this is pretty dominant. I mean, obviously they went to extra innings in Game 2, but they really, from the 7th inning on the rest of the series, the Lightning have just put it to the Bombers.
Before that, they were down, 4-0. They climbed back, grand slam, Lohman, 4-4, and then only gave up 1 run since then.
That's right. So I believe the Bombers scored, I want to say they scored all 4 runs in the first inning or the first 2 innings of Game 2. And then since then, they've just been completely quiet. And let's see if they can get something going. Dennis O'Brien flips to second.
Well, he tried right there, Lohman. And if you could get the shutout or just the win with, you dealt 4 1/3 and then your boy comes in to clean it up, feels good.
That's probably his first winning pitching decision for Cody Runnalls,
yeah.
assuming the Lightning are able to hold on, which I think they will.
And the Ones versus the Sand Vipers is the titanic matchup that people think will happen. How do you feel about going into the championship game there, Tom?
I would love that for it to be the championship series, just because that means we're in it. And also because the Ones, last season it didn't feel like we really got to face the Ones at full strength because they had their issues with their roster, and it would be nice to, see what it's almost like a what if series for last season.
And you know what that will do? It'll be the first 2-time winner in PLW history.
Whoever wins that series,
and
that's right.
Possibly the first back-to-back winner.
And the first 5-game championship series, as this season, it's going to be a 5-game series to decide the champion over 2 nights, assuming no one sweeps in the first 3 games. I believe we're planning on doing 3 games and then 2 on back-to-back nights. It's going to be exciting. Playoff week is going to be absolutely electric.
I got to be honest.
Even if the Lightning aren't in the playoffs, it's going to be electric.
I hope me and you aren't in the booth calling that one. I hope we're on the field dishing it to each other.
I absolutely agree.
That'd be a good one for sure. That might be, if the Legends made the championship game against the Vipers, we might blow every record we've ever had for most viewers watched in a game for sure.
I think you're right. It might be the premier rivalry in PLW.
I don't even consider it a rivalry, really.
Yeah, but it's a friendly rivalry.
Yeah.
All of the rivalries, all of the rivalries out here are friendly.
Yeah.
The Legends are one of the most laid back teams in the league. That's why I like them so much. They always bring hot cocoa.
Yeah, if I was gonna name the Legends, I would have named us like the Recliners or something like that.
The low bone densities.
The Lazy Boys. Top 6. 1 out here, Lightning. Got a snowman on top of the Bombers right now.
We haven't even mentioned Justin Grenier getting into the game to pitch.
Dave.
Schiefert pops that one the
Somebody's
other way.
Somebody's got to call it.
Nice play by Shirley. A lot of traffic out there, but he's able to hold on and I think, mark my words, Trench, I think Jake Shirley is going to be an outfielder for the Bombers every inning for the rest of the season, assuming he is in attendance.
Yeah, just
when
a
he's here.
rough outing for Lonnell in a real key situation. And when you're a manager, you got to do what's best for the team. And as a player, you have to respect that.
People don't forget, Trench.
And this might be Lohman's last chance to hit a solo shot to complete the home run cycle in 3 games. Will he do it?
In 2 games.
Well, I'm saying in a series.
Yeah, I'm saying it didn't even take him 3 games.
Jeez. Here we go.
Last time we whispered he hit a home run.
He knows it too. There is no doubt in my mind he knows.
He knows exactly what we're talking about. Let's see if he does it right here. Grenier misses outside.
If he throws him a cookie, watch for this one to go over pocket radar.
Full count, expect a strike.
That was it. Fernandez. Oh,
Great hustle from Alex trying to get on that ball, but it lands foul, and Lohman's going to have another shot here. Second life.
oh, he really.
Great take. Great take.
I feel like he's been on base 10 times tonight.
How many times he got out? Can you count it on one hand?
I know he grounded out once and might have flown out once. Other than that,
I think however many times he got out, you can count it on one hand. I'm pretty sure.
I mean, he's probably been up, 14 times?
You get a lot of at-bats out here at a 3-game series, so.
The juice to the right side, and that's going to do it. And the Bombers are going to have to tack on a snowman at least 9 to win it. But the way they have been playing tonight, I don't think they're going to get anything going against Purdy, and I believe that the Lightning are going to go with a series win.
I want to see an exciting finish, so I'm going to try the announcer's jinx here. I think it's over. I think the Bombers have no chance. We'll see what happens.
Momentum is everything. Purdy's going to try to deal it right here.
And guess who led off last time in the 6th for the Bombers when it seemed like everything was over? And lit that spark that set the Bombers off, even though they never actually got set off, because they haven't scored since that moment.
Let's see Mateo, if he could do it once again.
Let's see if the Bombers get loud here. If the Bombers get loud, they'll have a chance. See? Silent. Did you hear any Bombers react to that?
Somebody help out Bearing.
He hit the ball 80 miles per hour, and no one said anything. You see that screwball from Purdy?
Yeah, he doesn't throw it.
A little over the top. That was nasty.
He doesn't throw it too much, but when he does, it has a lot of movement.
Learned that one from Devlin, I think, before the trade. Maybe they just kept Devlin around long enough to teach Purdy the screwball, and then they immediately dealt him. Is that what happened?
Yeah, that's not good for the rest of the league. Out. Number
swing and a miss.
1 right there. As Trevor Bauer gets into the box.
And there you hear Kyle Lohman. Let's finish this one off, boys.
Yeah, you got to. You got to want to, you do not want to let the other team score. It feels good to deal a shutout.
55. Dirty Purdy. Floats that one in there at 41, trying to recreate something he did earlier tonight.
Out.
58.
Number 2, and it's going to come down to Max right now. And Purdy is just hammering through these players.
Purdy is good. He's good.
I remember when we first faced him, I think he threw like a 1 or 2 hitter.
Yeah, I wasn't there. I would have hit a bomb.
Would you have?
I hit a bomb when I eventually did face him.
Okay. Nobody else could hit him. That should be the game. Lohman, how fitting that Lohman catches that last out, as he's probably going to be coming.
8-0 final, and we're going to have a poll just ahead. Who do you want to see in the booth? If Kyle Lohman doesn't win this poll, I guess it could be Cody Runnalls.
Sure.
And if one of those two doesn't win the poll, I'm rioting.
It'd be almost impossible if Lohman doesn't get 95% of this.
No, I think Cody Runnalls
For sure.
is a deserving as well.
Let's see what happens here.
Let's see your options. You've got Kyle Lohman, Bruce Uson, Cody Runnalls, Anthony Michael, or Kyle Baker. I wouldn't mind seeing Tony Mike up here either.
Lohman's going to take the cake immediately.
Lohman, 14,
Go get
15,
him.
16, 17 votes.
Nobody's
to
catching
Runnalls,
up.
3, 23 votes. Kyle Lohman absolutely running away with this poll.
Go get him. There's nobody.
I think I'm going to call it. We're going to go to Kyle Lohman. I'm going to go get him at least.
Yeah, go get
We'll
him.
wait till that poll ends, but I'm going to go get him.
Yeah, get him ready. Get him primed up. Lohman, we're not even waiting for the poll to end. I mean, you're the clear favorite of this one.
I appreciate it. Look at Cody Runnalls getting some love at least
he's
as well.
getting some love. Congratulations, man. You know you're one of my favorite players, friend
As you are mine.
extraordinaire. You guys take 2 last week against the ones. I told Chad this might be a turning point in your season, and then I got word about a little bit of a trade action. I knew that you got Anthony Michael and Kyle Baker, and I knew immediately that your lineup was going to have put some devastating effects on opponents. Tell me about the feel in your clubhouse after the trades were made.
Yeah, obviously much better. I think we were just thinking very optimistically after the trades. We didn't necessarily think we were giving away like bad players or anything. Devlin's obviously like been a monster for us like the last 2 seasons, but we just kind of felt that with the start we had this season, something had to change. We really fought hard last week against the ones in that tough conditions. Maybe they didn't like the rain game as much as we did. A bunch of us are from New England. We've spent our lives in bad weather. Maybe we toughed it out a little bit there. And obviously, this week we had the trades. We had a little new look, a powerful Anthony Michael and Kyle Baker up there being pesky. Like, we just felt a little different, a little bit spark more in the dugout. I made sure to be on the guys tonight to try to be loud down there. We made an effort to do that, and it worked out.
Yeah, game 1, you start out with a triple, can't get home. Next inning, I think, or the inning after, triple, can't get home. Me and Tom are talking about leaving runners on the bases, typical Lightning fashion. You lose game 1, no spark lit at all. Game number 2, the Lohman show comes alive. You guys are down 4. I knew when the bases were loaded right there that ball was going to go out. What was going through your head on that pitch coming in?
You know, I'm just trying to be a tough out up there always. My approach is to be, I try to have a good eye. I try not to swing at balls. I just want to make the pitcher work and try to get into an account that's favorable for the hitter and looking for a certain pitch sometimes or at least a certain spot. There was a few times against Alex there where he's a veteran in this league. I've watched him play plenty, and I was really confident that there was a couple of times where he was going to go, if I got the 2-2 or a favorable account, he was going to go to the 12-6 curveball, and he did a couple of times in a row, and I didn't miss it. And then after, I got to 2-2 again against him, and I knew he wasn't going to go to that, and I jumped on it again and ripped one. And so it's just, I'm just trying to be tough out up there. Really good approach. I'm not over anxious, just working accounts and try to get in a hitter's count and punish pitchers for it.
And you were also, we'll get back to your offense here in a second because I want to talk about almost you hit the home run cycle, and I know for sure that you knew that you needed a solo shot.
Yeah, I could hear you guys talking about it. I hadn't really thought about it early on, but I kept hearing people say that, and I was like, I wasn't necessarily trying to force a solo shot, but if it came, it would have been cool, of course. But
on the mound, you were also doing pretty well.
Respectable.
It looks like you're coming around, working the big slurve, that big curveball.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty confident in my strike throwing ability. I don't think I have very great stuff in general compared to some of the more elite pitchers in the league. And this is really my rookie season pitching. I got 2 innings pitched last year, so I really feel pretty confident about my overall skills on the mound pitching. And look, the times where I struggle, and everybody struggles, is when you make mistakes against good hitters. So when you miss your spot against a hitter like Justin Grenier or Max Fernandez, they're just or Trevor Bauer, they're gonna punish you. So every pitcher is just trying to make as few mistakes as possible. And as these innings go on, we'll all learn for everybody.
The Bombers only scored, I believe, 1 run in the last 10 innings. You guys really held them down behind the pitching of you, Jake Purdy, Cody Runnalls, which I know you guys were high on coming into this season. And then the bats of Anthony Michael and Kyle Baker slapping it around. You saw the acquisitions perform immediately.
Yeah, I think that the moves we made this week really changed the look of our lineup, and it's now not just Bruce, Uson, and everybody else. It's really kind of everybody up there is dangerous, and that's what you have to have in this league. You can't have one guy and then everybody else kind of is a lot easier to get out, and they can kind of work around that tough guy. And I think the moves we made this week are really set us up to start the climb from the bottom to the top. And as we've seen back-to-back weeks, we're going to be a tough out no matter who we play, and that's just all we're trying to do on a weekly basis.
Yeah, I mean, so last week, 2 of 3 from the ones. This week, Bombers, 2 of 3. Who do we got up for, you guys? We just went over this.
I believe we have...
You have the Cajuns
next Friday.
Yeah,
they got us 2 out of 3 in the opening series this year, but now we flip home days, and now we have them home. And, we're going to look for revenge. All we can do is take one series at a time and one game at a time. You really can't get too far ahead of yourself and say, oh, maybe we'll win 5, 7, 8 in a row. Look, all you can do is just take one game at a time and try to work your ass off. And
yeah, you know who has that game circled on his calendar?
Anthony Michael.
Anthony Michael's
sure
going to be facing his former team. Devlin Daniel is going to be on the other side, pitching to you guys. I can't wait to watch that game. Super excited for you guys.
Thank you, buddy.
Go celebrate with your Lightning.
Thank you, guys.
Kyle Lohman, everyone. What a performance by Kyle Lohman. I'm telling you right now, mark my words, player of the week, no doubt. I mean, it's very rare that you hit a grand slam, 3-run shot, 2-run shot as Tom Gannon comes back. What a performance.
What is up, Trench?
Right, by Kyle Lohman.
Can you hand that to Kyle also?
What a performance by Kyle Lohman right there.
Yeah, great job. I mean, he's obviously the leader in player of the week voting, but it's just one day. You never know who's going to do something crazier later in the week.
Yeah, so tomorrow night, your team, the Sand Vipers, are going to be taking on, or the Warbirds will be taking on the Sand Vipers.
And look at that graphic. Warbirds, Sand Vipers, tomorrow night, 6 p.m. You do not want to miss this.
Yeah, so to all the fans at home, our PLW Nation, make sure you tune in tomorrow night, 6 o'clock, Warbirds versus Sand Vipers.
See you tomorrow night.